It's Too Real Live 101. I'm with Angela. How you doing, Angela? What's going on? Delicate's here. Bobo's here. Erica's here. Guilty Angel is here. You are here.
I'm here. You're here.
I'm here.
You're also here. Or are you a hologram?
Oh, there are the holograms. We do have to start worrying about those now.
So freaky, dude.
Who was that? Was that Drew Barrymore?
Yeah, it was Drew Barrymore's daytime talk show. And she did this little segment where she was like, are there three of us on stage? It looks like there are, but are there?
So they're playing it out like it's like some kind of fucking good thing.
Yeah, like it's a party trick on TV instead of like, this is the whole thing.
How do you guys feel about holograms? Because I'm terrified of holograms. I don't want holograms.
I've been talking to too many conspiracy theorist people. Not talking to them, listening to them.
Okay. Because
I don't talk to them. I don't talk to anybody. But
I was gonna say, like, can you explain how that happens? Because I'm around you a lot, and I don't notice.
The conspiracy about all of this, like the technology that's being like shown on television and stuff, weird shit like holograms and stuff, is that they're desensitizing us to it. Because they're going to use it
they're gonna reveal ghosts.
They're going to use it for warfare and propaganda and manipulation and stuff like that. You know, like there's like a certain kind of conspiracy theorist that thinks everything is a false flag, but like usually they're just off their ass and they don't want to like admit that what they're seeing is reality. But sometimes, you know, they might be onto something. Just because, like, if they're showing us how easy it is to accomplish the goal of hologramming somebody on the television, then why couldn't they just use it for
whatever
their powers? They could use their powers for good or evil. We don't know.
I didn't put this on the thumbnail, but let's just get right into it because it's a crazy one. But so I guess SAG-AFTRA is condemning a AI actor.
Yes, I heard about this too.
Yeah, her name
They gave her a name. It's
Tilly
so
Norwood.
Weird.
Her name is Tilly Norwood.
Oh my God, they gave her a dumb name
she's
too.
Been condemned by SAG-AFTRA.
Yeah.
Which, I too condemn it. I condemn it. I condemn it to fucking hell.
Yes.
May it burn to its... oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Hey, what is...
AI actress Tilly Norwood condemned by SAG-AFTRA. Tilly is not an actor. It has no life experience to draw from, no emotion. Why does anybody want this? Except, of course, they want it because it doesn't fucking cost money.
It's even worse. It's not that this AI actor, or whatever the fuck they want to reframe it as, it's not like this fucking, like, imaginary, creature design. Right? Because that's what it is, fucking CGI or whatever. Yeah. It's not that it has no experience to draw from. The problem is that it has all of the experience to draw from. It has thieved, right? It has plagiarized all of the other great actors.
Right. Well, that's the other thing.
Right?
Is that
everything's been fed into it.
She's a compilation of everything that's come before her.
The screenwriting work, the acting work.
I got to straighten it out. Yeah.
The screenwriting work, the acting work that it does is all stolen from other people's performances. It's so fucking sinister to frame it as if it's like an actor who's new and that we should welcome.
We have holograms on fucking Drew Barrymore. Yeah, I know. And we got fucking Miss Norwood, the fucking absolute fucking digital nothing.
It's especially suspicious because Drew Barrymore's audience is like gullible housewives, you know? Like, I don't know, man.
Is that her audience? I don't even know. She has an audience? She has an audience?
Yes, very, connected with their feelings, women. And I just don't know. It's probably the same fucking woo-woo crowd that, like, buys Gwyneth Paltrow's products and stuff, you know? Like Christian yoga moms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so why are we showing them how easy it is to trick them?
Well, I don't know. I mean, at least they're telling us, at this point at least, you know what I mean? Like, we know now, you know, there are a lot of people writing a lot of books, releasing them on all these platforms, especially Amazon, and they're complete fucking AI drivel. There are people prompting, and then fucking, you know, not even, I don't even know if they probably read their own book, you know? I wonder if some people are, I saw one, like, author, so-called author, or one person's name as author, was attached to something like they released like something like 55 books in a year.
Yeah, that's like 55 times they like banged on the keyboard like this. Dun, 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 dun,
No, they
dun, dun.
did 55 prompts in a
And
week.
then sent it out, you know?
They did like 55 prompts, or not a week, but you know what I mean? They did 55 prompts. And anyway.
That was that
really
sketch that like on the Tim and Eric show, they had like, who was it? Oh, Paul Rudd played this character where he was just like prompting a computer to generate imagery for him, and he was just like bashing the keyboard for it as if that was like normal. That's exactly how I picture all these people that do.
Didn't
like
they do Tupac like at Coachella or something?
Yes, yeah, they did a Tupac hologram.
I remember that, and that was like that got people out. There was outrage over that, and that was like a projected hologram.
Oh, it gets even worse.
This hologram was fucking like crazy.
So, Charlie Kirk's wife said that he had recorded a bunch of unreleased podcast episodes.
Of course he has.
And she's like, they're more like sermons, you know. And what everybody thinks, because they already AI generated his voice all over the internet, is that they're trying to just make it so that they could say whatever they want to say and have Charlie Kirk say it through AI and say that this was a pre-recorded message of his, so that you should really think it's credible. Like he's sending you directives.
Oh my God.
So they're literally just using.
What are we doing? We have to stop.
The effigy of their dead authorities.
No, it's so crazy because like it's just basically destabilizing every mind in the world. Like we're all just going to get like incrementally destabilized mentally because of the absolute fucking inability to differentiate fucking reality.
Yeah,
from...
and this is what's really sinister about it, is because if you are smart enough to try and like figure out whether you're being lied to or whether some imagery you're being shown is like real or not.
Yeah.
If they haven't tricked you, they've still accomplished the goal of confusing you. Like you still don't know what's real. So they can't lose, right?
He's asking about the government. You're right. Yeah.
So they're either tricking you or they're confusing you enough that it like occupies your time to figure out whether you're being tricked or not. And that still like accomplishes the goal. Fucking Jennifer Abel and Melissa Nathan were talking about this. How a half of their job was to just flood the zone with bullshit to confuse everybody about what the actual message was and what the actual claims against Baldoni were. They were like, mission accomplished. Everybody's really fucking confused. Nobody knows what went on. Like that's part of their goal. It's just to confuse everybody. I'm confused. I don't know what the fuck to believe anymore.
Point. I'm saying, we're all fucking teetering. We're not yet, but like I said, incrementally, they're just taking us apart incrementally. You know what I mean? Just like, oh, there's a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and it's coming from all angles. It's fucking entertainment. My hero, one of my comic heroes, like he's my age or whatever, but I love him so much. Bill Burr. Like I felt like I love this guy. And I love him because he's always been not just a great comedian, but a comedian to me who has aged extremely well, who has
adapted,
who has learned as he's gone along.
Yeah.
And like just really just been a great fucking comedian all along.
What the fuck did he do?
While still maintaining his edge without really losing it. There are a couple times where I'm like, Bill, take it easy, but it's like, it's like that friend. You're like, hey, you had fucking 2, maybe or you've had 3, whatever the number is, where your fucking friend is starting to lose it. If it's already Rob, he's fucking out of control of 2.
I am nervous about what he did because I also appreciate Bill Burr.
He went to he agreed to do this, what is the largest comedy festival in the supposedly largest comedy festival in the world in Saudi Arabia. He's doing it's the Riyadh. I don't know what the fuck it's called. I really don't, and I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's language because I have no fucking interest in that.
Riyadh, I think, is a town.
Riyadh, maybe it's Riyadh. Oh my God, bro. This guy's like, Bill Burr. I mean, I love him. And like, but there's other good guys there. Like so it's not just, he's not the only good guy there. Like,
he doesn't make enough money that he has to.
Louis C.K. is there. He's a good guy, right?
Louis C.K. is there?
Yeah, Louis C.K. is there.
Fuck, dude. The company you keep. Like, I would expect him to be there, but not Bill Burr and him and the Saudi Arabians.
And by the way, the paycheck isn't all that fucking much.
Are you serious?
It's $375,000, which is obviously a lot of money. I mean, if we had $375,000 fall upon our household, it would change everything. But it doesn't change everything for fucking Bill Burr. Bill Burr doesn't need $350,000.
Oh my God.
Or $375,000 or whatever the fucking number is.
What the fuck?
He doesn't need.
You know
it.
what? it obviously would be ideal if he would just, avoid being associated with a ticket like that or whatever, a show. But it doesn't. I'm hoping that he just shows up and makes a bunch of bonesaw jokes.
Well, he might. He might. He said, I guess, on his podcast.
It's not funny.
Well, that is funny. Your joke is funny. He said on his podcast, and your joke was about Bill Burr, not, and you just happened to probably nail the content he might go after, if he were. I mean, he is the guy who notoriously said, "Don't you think they went too far?"
Oh yeah, no, I know, because he's touring that show, The Drop Dead Years, right?
Yes.
So he'd be like, "Look, people my age are dropping dead from all different reasons. Heart attacks, bone saws."
So David Cross, he put out a statement.
Oh.
And this motherfucker kicked them all right in the ass. I'm gonna read it for you.
Yeah, him and is he still married to her? She was very outspoken too. Amber Tamblyn, I think.
So if I may, I'll read it to you. This is from David Cross. This is about his feelings on
still married.
The Riyadh Comedy Festival. I've been asked for my opinion on the Riyadh Comedy Festival, and rather than answer the same question 23 times, I'll just put this out here. And I should preface this with the fact that I was not offered the gig, but it should go without saying that there's not enough money for me to help these depraved, awful people put a fun face on their crimes against humanity. Here goes. What do you think? What do I think? I'm disgusted. I'm deeply disappointed in this whole gross thing that people I admire with unarguable talent would condone this totalitarian fiefdom for what? A fourth house? A boat? More sneakers? We can never again take seriously anything these comedians complain about unless it's complaining that we don't support enough torture and mass executions of journalists and LGBTQ people, peace activists here in the States, or that we don't terrorize enough Americans by flying planes into buildings. I mean, that's it. You have a funny bit about so that's it? You have a funny bit about how you don't like Yankee candles or airport lounges? Okay, great. But you're cool with murder and or the public canning of women who were raped. And by having the audacity to be raped, we're guilty of engaging in adultery. You got any bits on that?
Yeah.
These are some of my heroes. Now, look, some of you folks don't stand for anything, so you don't have any credibility to lose. But my God, Dave and Louie and Bill and Jim, clearly you guys don't give a shit about what the rest of us think. But how can any of us take you seriously ever again? All your bitching about cancel culture and freedom of speech and all that shit, done. You don't get to talk about that ever again. By now, we've seen all the contract you had to sign. You're performing for literally the most oppressive regime on earth. They have slaves, for fuck's sake. I don't understand how being rich can make someone such a whore. Poor people desperate to improve their families' lives, sure. Still not acceptable, but I can understand the desperation to put food on the table. But this, I mean, it's not like this is some commercial for a wire. I'm upset.
Why?
He's getting me upset.
Oh, you're reading it a little fiery.
I'm getting upset. I mean, it's not like this is some commercial for, well, it's just like, they are the worst people on earth. Like, when does the money stop destroying everything? Like, why does the money have to destroy everything? Like, Bill Burr has enough shit. I'm just going to go out on a fucking limb, and I'm just going to say that Bill Burr has enough shit. He's got all the shit. He's got fucking shows. He can go on tour all day. He can write a special any fucking time he wants. He's an indispensable fucking talent in the fucking comedy field, and he's got to go and he's got to do this shit.
Well, it's just...
He's got to go stand up with these fucking people who do this shit. I mean, because none of this is fucking false. Like, none of what David fucking Cross is saying here is fucking false. I mean, they do this to women and people. And these guys are going to go and make them fucking yuck, 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 ha, ha, hoi, 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 funniest one ever. What the fuck is going on in the world today?
I mean,
when your heroes fall like this? And I know that we're the show of falling heroes, you know, people come here all the time and they're like, oh, Leo is my fucking all-time favorite. Ah, shit. Shit. So I get it. It's that time of our evolution, I suppose. Pete fucking Davidson. How? What joke is he gonna tell?
Maybe it's like a Ocean's 11 type thing.
And maybe for him,
maybe they're going in and
therapy, like self-therapy. He's like,
maybe they're going in like spies, like they're gonna infiltrate, like they're gonna.
Wow, man! I can't. I got overtaken because David Cross just nailed everything, and I haven't even finished it because I don't even know if I fucking can. You might as well be doing commercials for Lockheed Martin, he said.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of like, you were talking about how it's destruction. Like, obviously, these comedians are not participating in destruction, but it's such an easy choice to make, because what happens is like, if you decide you're not going to take that gig, then nobody has to talk about you and your involvement in anything. But because they have taken that gig, now they're on this list where they get, they're getting fucking berated rightfully by their peers and the rest of us. It's just like, what was it worth?
Oddly, David Cross called Louis one of his heroes. So there's that.
Well, listen, before we knew how much of a fucking dirt pig he is, right?
Yeah.
He was an incredibly innovative comedian, and he made it possible for
one of
a
the
lot
funniest guys I ever.
Dude, it's just like he's fucking brilliant, and also just the shit that he was doing with his own show too. Like, I think a lot of people.
No, you're right. Not only that, but like just the fact that he was a self-distributed talent that he completely redefined. Really, I mean, a lot of what you see people like Mr. Beast doing. I know that these guys came up through YouTube and all those other things. They build these big fucking media little mini empires. But fucking Louis C.K. dude, this guy fucking he
like as a comedy
he innovated the fucking space.
As a comedy writer, I think that he doesn't get enough credit for innovating. And I think that's one of the reasons why it was so hard to deal with, that he turned out to be this fucking pig, who victimized people. And I'm really glad that he didn't get to continue to just be that in secret. But it's like, I don't think it's hyperbolic for a comedian and comedy writer to call Louis C.K. one of their heroes. Like, he made a really big fucking difference in the...
Okay, well, fair enough. I accept.
I mean, until everybody knew what the fuck he was, but he had a long career before that.
I accept. And I also recognize that what he did was was awful and was an abuse of power more than it was anything else. I mean, he was this guy who was, it's like, and I always get his names wrong. Aziz Ansari. He's going to that fucking festival. So is fucking Kevin Hart, that guy, like somebody pointed out, oh, I'm sorry, the fucking 3 fucking commercials a day that I gotta watch you in.
He needs that money.
3 fucking commercials I gotta watch you in every fucking day isn't enough to put the food on the table. You can barely fucking cover the rent, pal. You gotta go fucking make ends meet in fucking Saudi Arabia, you fucking soul-selling motherfucker. The fuck out of here, all of you.
Well, it's also really frustrating too, because there's a lot of like, I think we're dealing with this with Russia, and I remember having a lot of conversations about this, or seeing a lot of people talk about this online, where they were like, are we supposed to punish everyday like Russian artists and creators for the crimes of their government? That for a very long time, like, I know that Russia has like elections, but they're not fair, free elections. Like, the outcome is fucking predetermined every single fucking time. It's exactly what we're going to have now here. But like are you supposed to punish like these promoters in Saudi Arabia? Like, are these just a bunch of fucking dudes who want to bring comedy to the city they live in? Like, do you punish them? But it's still an easy choice to make as an American artist and creator and somebody with a fucking platform. You absolutely do not go take that gig. Like, it's just an easy choice. But at the same time, it's like it's a bummer to punish, fucking have a festival with your local comedians, bro. Like, Americans just should not be involved in that.
Somebody pointed out in some comment that, somebody there in Saudi Arabia, the guy who might be responsible for putting this whole thing together, that he has this Saudi, that he has this agenda to free Saudi, to, break it free from these, oppressive regimes. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
What do you mean? That's vague.
Well, look, how I feel, you mean?
No, what do you mean?
Well,
what's your reaction?
My reaction is, okay, great. Well, let's see what kind of progress he can make. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to come over to your fucking house and throw a party for you because you're fucking opening your mouth and saying, hey, I want to change the way we fucking treat women in this fucking country who can't even show their faces. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I want to fucking, like, get the fuck out of here. Then let's see change. I'm not going to come fucking, I'm not going to throw a party because you're thinking about it. Throw a party because your conscience is kicking in or something. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a regrettable situation on all sides. The person who's putting the event together and promoting it, if he's like a fucking all right dude that just wants to put together some entertainment and like, you know, try and like, you know, fucking do the same thing that everybody tries to do here, you know, like just produce something fucking awesome. You know, like that sucks for them. Obviously, it would suck for anybody who has to, like, any of the comedians who are invited who, you know, decline to get that paycheck because the situation is what it is. This is the same thing I've been saying about COVID all the time. It's like, yeah, everybody's really frustrated with how things have fucking turned to shit. Well, you're mad about the situation. You're mad about a thing that nobody has any control over. You know, like nobody can fucking control the last fucking generation of you know, whatever. What's it called? What's the opposite of progress?
I don't know. Regression?
Yeah, in Saudi Arabia. It's not that guy's fault.
Suppression, oppression. No, I'm not saying it is, but you know what my hope is? My hope is that there's enough of a revolt. You know, because like, you know, Bill Burr on his podcast is already talking about it. He's like, oh, fuck, it's like I just want to perform for people who've never seen me before. Somebody in a comment said, go to fucking Iowa then.
That's really funny.
You know? Fucking A, dude.
Yeah, or like anywhere else, dude. Have you ever performed in Puerto Rico? Like,
right, exactly.
Fucking, you know, like,
well, nobody's paying
go to fucking Brazil, like,
fucking $5,000 for a night or whatever it is, and you know, like you don't need the fucking paycheck, bro. There's dignity on the line, like, you know, there's fucking things you got to stand up for at some point. You know, he should know this more than any other comedian that I saw on that list. It's a fucking long list. I read every fucking name, and more than anyone on that list of the comedians I recognized. And I didn't recognize everybody, not even close. Long list, big festival. He's the one I would have expected to have the fucking most sensibility out of it, out of everyone offered, do you know? And I saw a declined list, and I barely recognized any of the talent on the decline list. So that tells me that all the fucking big shots, they took the money. Every fucking one of them.
I know, but can you imagine
they probably
if
called
it was
each other
like,
up. They were like, are you doing it? Are you doing it? I don't know. I was thinking about doing it. Listen, man, maybe we can bring change. You know, that's what we are. We're artists. We bring change. Pete Davidson saying, I'm doing it for fucking therapy. I'm doing it for self-therapy. Or, you know, or maybe he's going to drop, maybe he's going to drop some own. Well, why would Pete Davidson go to the place who is irrefutably, as far as we know, as far as the evidence goes, a fucking pilot, so on and so forth, if there is no conspiracy theory and everything is as we're told it is, and I'm not here to say one way or fucking another,
dude,
but
the reason is probably to
then
fucking,
how do you go there and entertain the
well,
very country that hated your country so bad that it killed your father?
I know, that's the super weird one.
It's like a fucking superhero fucking origin story. So I don't know. Like, I'm hoping that he's going there and he's got like, and jokes, all jokes. But I hope he's dropping like joke bombs, like bad one. Like he's just going in there and like, just like getting arrested.
Maybe
Donald Trump and Jared Kushner.
Forget
I'm sorry. I'm ranting. Go ahead. Say it. I totally stepped on you. That was horrible.
Maybe they're just trying to like, maybe the big promise for them is that they go and they get to like glad hand a bunch of fucking oligarchs or something, you know? Like they're super, super massively wealthy fucking...
I'm pissed off.
Who knows? It's got to be bigger than that fucking paycheck, dude. The opportunity's got to be massive for some reason. You know, what I'd like to think is that it's like one of these Hollywood movies where they send a bunch of comedians, but they're actually like going on a spy mission.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like this big spy op where it's like every one of them have just been briefed by fucking...
They recruited Pete Davidson and he's like, you can't fucking use me, dude. They're going to be too suspicious.
For sure. That's a great point. Like Saudi Arabia's letting Pete Davidson in the country. They know he's mad, right?
I don't fucking know,
he's certainly
dude.
Sad. Anyway, whatever. I know I got very emotional about that, and I do apologize. I don't mean to get so fucking emotional, but it's just like, you know, like, it's just like every goddamn hero has to fall. They all have to trip and fucking land on their face over and over again. Every goddamn one of them. Thank God Dolly Parton is just fucking perfect. Like, bless her heart. You know?
Maybe that's a lesson to not have any fucking heroes, bro. Like, maybe you're just deifying people that never deserved it in the first place.
Heroes. It's impossible not to admire people who do things that make you feel great, or that enlighten you, or that expand your, you know, your situation, man. I mean, it's impossible. You know, heroes are a part of our growth. Mentors, they're life is empty without that. What do we have if we don't have heroes? That's what our whole entire mythological structure is basically hero based. Hero with 1,000 faces.
This is probably a pretty good segue to talk about Superman, and also. Earlier I was talking about how they kind of like soft launch all of these really horrific technological advances, you know, that are like going to be used against us for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there was a ton of that in the Superman movie. So Dale and I watched this movie last night.
Oh yeah. Well, before we get into the Superman,
okay.
why don't we take care of comments?
Yeah.
And yeah, I know that people.
I thought it was a good segue, but whatever.
Well, I'm only saying that because somebody's saying Dale Lee is asking if I'd seen Inglourious Bastards. I thought we should just get out of the way and then we'll get into the Superman segment. I'm sorry. I'm a little all over the place. I hope I'm not,
Erica said that the AI actress has an agent. No.
Well.
I mean, somebody's got to make that money.
That defeats. Look, that'll never happen. Fuck? No one's going to care about her. You know, that's so funny. They're going to try to make a star of her, and then
here's the thing, dude. You cannot.
She's going to make a paycheck.
You can't have. Who is responsible for what this thing does? And how it, like, there's no, who's going to fix a problem it causes?
What do you mean by that?
Anytime you ever have a computer program handle any creative or like any sort of creation work, there's no accountability. If it fucks up, you can't be like, hey, you did a bad job. I'm going to reprimand you, write you up, fire you, whatever. Well, like, there's no prompts. Accountability whatsoever.
Well, I mean, it's a film. You know, they're working with prompts. It's all, just she's going to be keyed in. So it's just going to be.
Does the editor just put the program in and then the screenplay is fed through the actors?
She'll get, the AI will get a script. The AI will get a script.
Yeah.
And then they're going to get prompts for direction, either by the director or somebody who might be in charge with that particular character or segment. And then what they'll do is they'll create 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or as many as possible takes, or as many as needed, different I should takes. Say.
I don't know why I'm struggling with this because this is obviously how video games are done. So
it's easy. This is easy. It'll be
animation
nothing.
Is like this. I don't know why I'm like struggling to conceive of how this would work. It's been working like this forever. It just sucks that nobody's going to get paid for that work. Was that the basis of everybody's complaint about it?
Which?
The actors that were protesting.
Well, I mean, I started to read some of it where, you know, they're saying like there's no, I know we segued out of it so quickly.
Delicate said, Alexa, play Sellout by Real Big Fish. About the comedians.
Oh, what? I missed it.
Delicate said a funny joke. Alexa, play Sellout by Real Big Fish.
Yeah, that's great.
So have you seen Inglourious Bastards? Lee wants to know.
I have, yeah.
Did you like it?
I thought it was fucking awesome.
Lee said, I thought it was Tarantino's best film.
Quite possibly. I haven't seen them all because I have not seen Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Oh, well, that's the one where he tries to flame throw somebody in a pool.
Yeah. Oh.
Which shouldn't work.
It's like a bad idea. It's definitely like chasing a guy on a boat with a gun that's singing on a sinking boat with a gun.
Well, no, I mean, like, it literally doesn't work. Like, the person could just go underwater. I just don't understand why they just stood there like, I'm being burned. So weird.
I have my like trauma where I can't watch DiCaprio films. I've tried. It's very difficult for me to do. It's very uncomfortable. Well, I'm getting a little support in an odd way because I've seen a lot of like headlines lately, maybe a couple, I shouldn't say a lot, but a couple, where people are talking about like actors that have died, particularly died young, and how they're like not capable of watching their stuff because it's too sad for them.
Yeah.
I remember who it was. I'll try to remember, but somebody was just saying this of Heath Ledger. They were like, they can't watch Knight's Tale. They just like, can't do it. It's not.
Yeah, we haven't been able to watch any like Anthony Bourdain documentaries or anything.
No, I haven't been able to touch Bourdain still. Yeah, and I love him. It was devastating when he died. for me, it was devastating. But I didn't even know the guy. I'm talking about this person who was talking about it as somebody who knew him, you know, Heath.
Yeah, that's too sad.
Yeah, but it's interesting that I have like a similar problem, but for an almost opposite reason.
That must happen in Hollywood all the time, where like you get close with somebody and then you have a horrible breakup or something. And then, even just like a friend breakup.
Like, God damn it.
Yeah. And then like, yeah, you can't watch anything that they're in.
Well, I think most of the time it's probably like professional athletes. They got to play each other. You know, they're like,
oh yeah,
good game,
too, man.
Good game. You know, you got to do that shit. But I think where trauma is involved, it gets a little different.
Lee said, I can't watch River Phoenix films either.
I have not.
I keep expecting it to get easier.
I keep smacking my fucking lips. I don't know what I'm doing.
You're like a guppy fish.
Like a little fucking fish. I don't know what I'm doing.
Okay, do you want to talk about this movie yet or what?
Which one's it? Yeah, let's transition. Up and away. Let's do it, man. What are we doing? We go Superman. We watched it last night. We popped some popcorn. I was digging in for this one because this was going to take me back to the Dick Donner days. Yeah. And if you don't know the Dick Donner days, I'm talking Christopher Reeve and the very first Superman, which is the most glorious Superman. Nobody did it like Christopher Reeve, and the talk was, you know, I just saw today. I was looking. I guess the algorithm picked up, you know, because we rented it. Oh no, we didn't. We watched it on HBO, didn't we? Doesn't matter. Somehow the algorithm knew I was doing it. Fuck, they just know what we're doing, bro. And I saw this guy going off for like an hour on YouTube, coming out of the theater seeing this Superman, which is, what's it called? Superman?
It's called Superman.
No, it's got some kind of fucking subtitle to it.
It's called Superman.
It's definitely called that, and then like a subtitle.
Nope. Superman.
Fucking A, that movie, bro. So this guy comes out of it and he's like almost in tears. He's shaking. He's like, oh my God. It was for him a religious experience.
Really?
Yeah. And I saw that today and I'm glad I didn't see that before because I wouldn't want to overhype the movie. I already had high expectations. It killed at the box office. I think it's the highest grossing Superman of all time. It was, you know, whatever. It did like $500 million box office. And yeah, man, it was just a fucking killer movie. So
you were pumped.
I was fucking pumped, man. I popped that popcorn. I made it so good too. Like I got my temperature right, man. You know what I mean?
Popcorn was fucking
shit was fluffy.
Banging.
Yeah. Poured some butter on that, just like you guys saw when we were warm
but
up.
What about the movie?
It was fucking shite. I don't like superhero movies. I can't do superhero movies.
No.
I can't do the look.
No, you're wrong, dude.
I think the fucking script was garbage most of the time.
This one was especially absurdly bad.
I fucking hated it. I did. I just absolutely hated it. I feel debilitated from it.
Yeah.
I'm getting like 2 tiny pineapples. I'm gonna give it 2 tiny pineapples and reason. Because there was that one great scene. There was one really good scene. I thought it was really well written. Fuck, I don't even know who's in it now. It's forgotten. It's a forgotten scene.
It's Lois Lane and Superman are arguing.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. Like I don't know who she was.
Not arguing. They were like having like she's interviewing him. They have a recorder between them, and they're having like a little boyfriend-girlfriend argument. And it's just, it's delightful. It's great writing. That one scene.
Solid fucking writing. Back and forth.
I was like,
good
okay,
dialogue. I would have been proud.
There's 5 minutes. That's good.
It was, to me, I just can't watch these movies. It's just like, and by the way, like, I can see the...
You cannot judge all of these other movies by this one. This is like the worst one he's ever made. I can't believe
Angela,
it.
It's
so
this
bad.
movie is revered.
It's so weird.
So if this is the fucking the cream of the crop, like, what am I going to like? If that's the fucking shit, what am I going to like? Deadwood? No, what's it called? Deadpan? What's his name? Deadstool? What is he?
Close.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
Want to watch that? Fucking
Deadpool, more like dead stool. You said it.
Dead stool. I had no idea where that fucking came from. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay, what did you not like about the movie?
What did I not like about it?
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You gave it 2 stars for one scene. Is that what you did?
More well, and there were a couple. I think there was a couple of smidgens where I was like, I caught myself in a grin with some of the dialogue, and but oh my God, I just thought it was.
James Gunn's comedy writing is awesome. It hits every time.
Yeah.
The way that he directs comedy, like his timing.
He's got charisma in his writing.
His timing is perfect.
Yeah.
And when he does comedy.
Yeah.
When he's done literally everything else, it's dog shit. I don't know why. I don't know why. It was so bad.
I can't do it.
I was like, is there a story? Is there a coherent story? Oh,
I can live without
here's
story.
a little glimmer of a story. And I only know about this story because one character just spat it out of their mouth to another character and explained a bunch of stuff. There was so much exposition between characters. In fact, it was the reason why Lois Lane was in a lot of those scenes, so that one character would have a reason to tell her everything that was going on, so that we would know.
Yeah.
She was like, that was the whole purpose of her being
tired is the newscast telling the story.
Yes,
in
that
the
too.
fucking room.
More exposition.
In 2020 fucking 5.
Yeah.
Where what we do, come on, man, we at the laundromat? Like, what the, it was like fucking TVs everywhere telling stories.
Yeah, people are watching
It's not
TVs.
what we do anymore.
No.
Except at the fucking laundromat.
I know.
So it was just like, the whole thing was just like, what the fuck? You're trying to, was this homage? Are we doing steampunk here? Well, like, what is this shit? Shit is a great word for it, because that's what it felt like to me. It felt like shit. I was like, I was just eating it going, okay, keep it coming then, baby. I was like, I for like the first 45 minutes, I was like, this is going to turn around. This is going to turn around. There's going to be a moment where I'm going to feel something, man. Nah.
No.
It was, and by the way, not only did I never like feel a goddamn thing at any point for any character or for any situation, but the whole fucking movie was ice cold. Like the color was just this ice cold.
Oh my God.
So it was like, it was devoid of any kind of real emotional impact.
Somebody online explained it to me. I was like, why the fuck am I getting blinded every fucking 5 minutes with the goddamn sideways sunlight? It's like this guy went to the school of like Michael Mann about how to light a scene so harsh from the side right into your face. And they were like, no, you don't understand. Everything's really cold because Superman is powered by the sun. And so when he's like losing power, everything's cold, but then everything warms up with this bright sunlight when he's feeling his strength again. And I'm like, I get it. Like that's a horseshit reason to blind your audience so that you can't actually see what the fuck is happening on the screen. Or to have it so like the color was so, you're right, so cold the entire way through that I'm like, why? A little splash of color here for an imaginary place doesn't make up for the fact that the entire rest of it is like desaturated.
Bobo said kids love the dog, and I get that. I forget the part that it's a kids movie. I forget that, and so I'm selfish in that way because I wanted it to be a movie. But listen, I as a kid saw the first Dick Donner Superman.
That was a kids movie too.
That was a kids movie, bro.
Yep.
And I went there, and it is 1,000 times better than this movie. It doesn't like this. There is no comparison in those two movies. It's kind of like there's this thing going on in gaming where like, the best graphics don't fucking matter anymore. Like as much at least as a good story or really great gameplay or really great ideas and innovations in gameplay. Do you know what I mean? So people are less enamored dazzled by big flashy graphics when the gameplay isn't great. Compared to, they'll go spend the money. Yeah. Minecraft was like the real breakthrough for that, right? Like Minecraft came along. Here's this big pixelated game that everyone couldn't play enough of, right? In a generation, in a few generations, right? Or a couple of however long it's been around, right? So I think I think some of that is, I don't even know where I was going with that.
I'm Bobo said kids love the dog.
I said that.
Yes, I know. What I'm saying, I'm trying to comment on what you were saying.
Oh, yeah.
For a very long time, filmmakers were capable of making movies that appealed to children and the adults that took them to see the movies.
For sure.
I don't know why we
SpongeBob.
aren't expecting that.
SpongeBob SquarePants, man. There's a fucking straight up like adult show dressed up as a kid's show.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I could have done with less repetitive everything with the dog and a little bit more of like actual story building.
I wanted to like the dog. I did. And it's not that I disliked the dog. I didn't dislike the dog.
No, but why the fuck was it?
Stop with the cape. Like,
the purpose of the dog was to distract the audience from the fact that nothing was fucking happening. Like I get that it was used as a tool for that. Because nothing was fucking happening. Yeah. And then the dog would show up and I'm like, oh, shiny key. Like, that's cool. Like,
by the way, did we ever...
He saves him the same way again and again. Like, fuck.
Did they ever resolve whether or not, his parents said the bad thing?
No. I guess the assumption is that they did.
Say the bad thing?
Somebody was like, yeah, they couldn't have... That the fucking bad guys couldn't have faked having his parents recording say the bad thing, that
What are
it
you
was
talking
actually...
about? We got deep faking fucking 20... Really? Okay.
No. That was part of the exposition. They're like, hey, audience, in case you have any doubts, we're just going to have this character just say it straight away.
Oh, yeah, right. In the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
That's what I mean. People
I don't know if people say that.
stuff.
Like, you just can't. It's impossible, and I'll tell you why. Well, I'll tell you why at a later time. But you can't. I promise you that's the case. I know because I'm an expert. And then you're supposed to just believe people.
Oh, and also, like, Wendell Pierce was in it. Did he have any lines? Like, what the fuck?
Where was he?
Wendell Pierce was on the screen. I was like, yay! Like, this guy's so fucking great from The Wire, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't recall him ever saying anything. I was like, what the movie wrapped up, and I was like, what the fuck happened with all the people that were supposed to be like in the spaceship? It like was completely incoherent, the whole thing.
I'm shocked by how bad the film felt to me. I was expecting, I thought like it was a slam dunk for me walking away with, I'm gonna like this movie. Maybe not love it. I don't have to, because I'm not a big superhero guy. I never have been. My brother, big comic guy, obviously, is a comic book artist and a renowned one at that. And so my brother fucking, he loved this shit. I was like, you know what comic book I bought? There was a one called US 1. It was called US 1, and it was a trucker. And it was just like a real comic, like a real person comic. I was like, this is great. Doug's like fucking, playing with his fucking guys in leotards. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. Leotards. The uniforms bothered me. Like I watched Spider-Man and I love Spider-Man. Spider-Man's endearing to me. As a kid, I grew up on Spider-Man and Superman. There's some, but as I grew up, I was like, oh, okay. Like I just grew out of it. You know what I mean? And I don't begrudge people who didn't, because I understand the entertainment value of it, and it's all based on art, cool archetypes, and there's a lot of fun in it. I get it. It's just not my taste. I just don't find much entertainment out of it. Although I have seen ones I loved, like I did love The Dark Knight.
Yeah, well, a lot of that
first X-Men.
A lot of the Dark Knight stuff was based on the Arkham Asylum comics, which were really fucking dark and cool.
Yeah, I got the video game too, and I love that.
My ex used to hang out with Grant Morrison. Do you know this this comic book writer?
Yeah, the comic book guy, yeah.
I think he did. I'm looking up for what Superman he did. Oh, yeah, Superman by Grant Morrison.
I never saw the Superman that, what's his name did? Mr. Cutie Pie.
It's a reimagined origin story for Superman. I think it would be really cool if they just like stuck to adapting comics instead of whatever the fuck this was.
Crazy, right?
Oh, one thing that I thought was interesting that we were talking about earlier with the fucking holograms on the Drew Barrymore show.
Yeah.
Was like, did you notice how the bad guys were controlling their like automaton bots, like those like bot suits, and they were controlling them with like gaming, like he would like call out like gaming button moves to control these robots.
Oh yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
It was constant throughout all the fight scenes.
Yeah.
I thought it was so fucking
annoying. He was doing combos.
He was doing combos, exactly. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, this is like, they didn't explain it.
It's like, get over your fucking childhood, please.
I know, it's
just
really,
get over your childhood
really
and make the fucking
weird.
movie.
Well, what's really eerie about that.
They also tried to do the fucking whole like Star Wars thing in the end with the robots to make me try to feel something for the robots. Like, you didn't do that. There was at no point did I feel any connection with those robots. Did you?
What robots?
The robots at fucking, his robots.
His little like.
His robots with the eyes are going, the robots.
Oh, yeah, well...
So you didn't even fucking remember them.
Okay, the reason why... Oh, my God, I know. Another thing that irritated me about that, now that you brought that up, I was talking about something else. But listen. Another thing that was super irritating about that was that he basically copied that concept from iRobot, and they even used the same voice actor, Alan Tudyk. I don't know if I'm saying his last name right.
Doesn't matter, but you're trying, and that's
Tudyk
what matters.
Or something.
It's the trying.
Whatever.
Right?
That's the same fucking voice actor. They literally they put the same voice actor in the same role of being like an android servant person, right?
Yeah.
That then like, has thought and emotions. Okay. And then they put it in the Superman movie with the same exact voice actor. Same role. I was just like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, so we're not even trying to do originality anymore? It was so weird. But anyway, what I was saying about the fighting combos.
It's so frustrating. It's like, and you wonder why. I don't know. Whatever.
What I was saying about the fighting combos.
Yeah.
About how they had the bad guys were controlling all of the fight. Well, the military's doing this now, where they're flying like attack drones, like fucking video games.
Yeah.
And they're saying that they're
that's how that fucking submarine, got.
They have all these like robots that are just going to be like Terminator fighters that are controlled someplace else by a bunch of gamers. They've been trying to train people on those first person shooter games, and then they're literally going to put them like into war from a safe location where they're like controlling robots. It's just like the same thing in the movie. I was like, this is really fucking eerie. This is actually happening. Are we having this concept? Is it being laundered through our fucking our Marvel movies in order to make us all desensitized to the fact this actually happens?
Dystopia. This is today's theme. Today's theme, dystopia.
Okay, whatever.
Doesn't it though? Doesn't it feel dystopian? No, it's not your fault. It's just like every fucking
Shannon
story.
O said, remember, in Spain, it was titled Yo Robot.
Yo Robot, get over here.
Oh, Lee said that Alan Tudyk's show Resident Alien is really funny. I love him. I think he's so great. Do you remember when we watched Tucker and Dale versus Evil?
Yeah.
It was a great movie. I like that actor.
I can't picture him.
He has a show. Oh, look him up.
What's his name?
I'll spell it for you. Alan.
Alealan.
Yeah. Alan.
Yeah.
Tudyk.
Oh yeah, there he is. Alan Tudyk. Let's see. Who are you?
He's that guy. You'll recognize him.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah, he's super sweet.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I feel like he looks like a super nice person. If somebody
Solid
told me that guy was like a real asshole, I would just disbelieve it instantly.
He's younger than me.
Anyway, so he played the fucking android in iRobot, and then he's cast in the same exact role in this fucking Superman movie.
They probably pitched it that way. We'll get blah blah blah. Oh, God. Well, I think that gun, like, how like there, the YouTube channels that have all the fucking collectibles behind them.
Oh yeah, the little figurines.
I think he
does
that in his movies. His movies filled with collectibles.
Oh well, there's
of his childhood and button mashing and combos and everything else. Which is kind of cool actually.
What's this actor's name? Nathan Fillion was the guy with the blonde hair, the superhero with the blonde hair, Green Lantern.
Oh,
Nathan Fillion. He was actually in one of James Gunn's first movies 20 years ago. And I just thought that was really cool that he's bringing him back. He still works with them.
I got a 2 out of 5, by the way, too, because the they were fighting outside the window while they were having the scene, and the other, what do they call them? Mutant, whatever. Everybody's a goddamn...
Oh, kaiju. The kaiju monster?
The kaiju monster, yeah.
Yeah, the giant monster that's attacking the city.
Yeah.
That's another thing. That's what I'm saying is like that kind of shit is James Gunn's comedy writing is excellent. That he had their like heartfelt like scene, and then there was like a kaiju monster being attacked in the distance out the window.
Yeah.
Fucking brilliant, super funny, really, really great stuff. And I just don't know why he can't have that clarity of delivery in more that he does. Like the basic shit. Like tell me a fucking story with a coherent plot, please. Like what is this exposition shit? You know better than this. It's just maddening. Anyway. We don't have to keep going on about it, but I have not been more disappointed. I gave it 1 tiny pineapple.
Well, so look, like a lot of people are talking. I see I'm glancing at people saying, has anyone seen Leo's new movie? And most people here are not very interested in it. I heard it's just fucking masterful. Like if you love masterpieces of cinema, Paul Thomas Anderson, he's a good bet. Especially when everybody is agreeing who's seen it. Like he can, he's not a flawless director in my opinion. He's lost me in a couple of movies, but when he has me, he gets like he's as good as anybody that ever did it. And so if he made a masterpiece, you should go see it if you can. If you love great cinema, this is probably great cinema.
It's 3 hours long.
I don't have to tell you how I feel about Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't have to tell you. I've told you. So if I'm saying go see the masterpiece if it's a masterpiece, because don't miss out on a Paul Thomas Anderson masterpiece in the theaters when you can see one, especially if you're going in with low expectations. However, if the movie itself is just not appealing to you, I totally understand that. But if it's about reputation, and I was thinking earlier today about this though, will this movie have a follow-up weekend, I believe this has a long-term shelf life, even if they've got to reduce the screens and increase the screens. If we've seen this in movies before where they'll kind of come and go and then come again through the award season and so on and so forth. So I think that this movie is that on the sort of like underperforming side, and then on the more like the more kind of like a hot water coming to a boil kind of thing on the successful side. So it'll just slowly get
That's what you think this
to
is?
temperature. Well, it's going to be one or the other, and I think that the former was really about Leo's reputational damage, because if Leonardo DiCaprio was the Leonardo DiCaprio before The Revenant, in terms of, you must remember this, before The Revenant, it was Leo this, Leo, it was still this output. He definitely had the reputation for, with the younger women and all this other stuff, but people were still like, look, don't fuck with this guy. He's amazing. I know this because I was on the front line.
Yeah.
And the front line is a totally different place now. The front line is like people, I get to the front line, this is all, of course, metaphorical, but I get to the front line and people would be like, fuck you want. That's like the way it used to be, like how it used to feel whenever I'd be in a conversation about Leonardo DiCaprio.
What do you mean? I don't understand this.
Well, because I'm like this Leonardo DiCaprio enemy. I'm this guy who has bad things to say about this like very important idol.
Okay, so how?
And now it's just not like that. Now people want he has suffered a lot of reputational damage, tons, and we'll see that. I think in the coming weekend.
I think that the framing of that is a little false, right? He hasn't suffered reputational damage. He has created reputational damage. He's made consistently. He's made bad choices.
Totally agree.
The sort of thing that would damage your reputation.
Of course, he's not a victim. No.
Yeah.
But it's all self-inflicted. But the reputational damage that he has, incurred. We'll see if it's taken its toll, because there's no reason why this movie isn't completely exploding.
I just don't think that anybody makes like that it doesn't translate. I feel like everybody knows that Leonardo DiCaprio is going to do a great job in whatever role he's in, and that it's going to be an amazing movie, and that that's just, he works with the pros and the pros do a fucking great job. I don't think that his reputational damage is going to affect whether people want to see him in movies. I don't think it translates. I think it's going to affect whether anybody wants to hear what the fuck he has to say outside of a movie, Well,
we're going to find out, because this movie should explode on paper.
Yeah.
It's got all the ingredients, because not only was it reviewed through the roof, but the people coming out of it concur. Everybody's pretty much agreeable. I mean, there's a lot of people also, there's always that small minority, who are going to walk out and be like, nah. Do you know?
Yeah, I also really like the idea of people seeing what it's like to watch a 3-hour movie that actually moves, that's actually done well.
I don't use Rotten Tomatoes. Should I use them? Should I be using Rotten Tomatoes? Because everybody does. I don't even know how to. How do you use Rotten Tomatoes?
I know. I feel like Rotten Tomatoes came like after I had already decided what I was going to, I don't know. It's like, it's new. It's what all the young kids are using. I have no idea.
One Battle After Another has an 8.4 out of 10. On IMDb. That is huge.
Yeah.
I'd go see it in a minute. I like now, like if I was not, self-quarantined, I would go see it. For sure.
I don't know that I want to see a 3-hour movie in a theater. I don't want to be stuck in a movie theater for 3 hours, even if I'm entertained. It's such a fucking long time to be in a movie theater.
Well, yeah, I mean, so I'd go alone. But what convinces me that I would go and enjoy myself is, well, we live with, I don't want to. What I'm saying, Angela, is if I was going to go, what convinces me to, what's convinced me 100% to go, if I could, is most people who talk about the length are like, you don't know it.
Yeah, I know.
They're like, you're in and you're out. It's that fucking tight. The movie's just tight. And I mean, to see Paul Thomas Anderson pull off a 2 hour 40 plus minute movie, and
is it Johnny Greenwood's first score?
No, he's
done a bunch.
Renowned fucking score. Yeah, he's loads.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did. There Will Be Blood.
He did?
Yeah, he's fucking,
so he's been working with him before?
PTA's guy.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I didn't
know that.
Yeah, I think he did Inherent Vice. I think he did everything.
Okay, well, that's great.
So to sort of boost things up a little, if I may, and it's a weird, dark way to do it, but we're watching, is it Monsters?
Yeah, so there's a new Monster season. It's a series.
I think it's been around for a minute though, hasn't it?
Yeah. Okay. So that's the third season that they just announced, where they're doing they're doing like
what's that guy's name?
A retelling of Ed Gein's story.
Yeah, Ed Gein.
They basically just do like killers,
That's
right?
the guy.
And then so each season is on one of these notorious killers.
Yes.
Okay. So the first season was Jeffrey Dahmer.
Yes, which we watched and dude was amazing.
What was his name?
He got nominated for everything, right?
Is it Eric Peter? No. What's his first name? I'm sorry. I'm going to look this up. He's really, really great. It was really, really controversial.
Yeah.
Peters. Evan Peters?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Yeah, Evan Peters. Evan Peters was amazing. And I really, really appreciated the filmmaking. It was really controversial because obviously anytime that they're...
Lee just busted it out right as you said.
Really?
It.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. It's so controversial because anytime that they're exploiting the story of like violence, and a lot of times they did like they cast actors as some of the hurt family members that had outbursts in the courtroom and stuff. That was super fucking insensitive for them to do. So there was a lot of controversy, but the way that Evan Peters performed that role was just incredible. It was really good show for what it was, like I'm not saying it's like good that they make shows like that.
Well, it is what it is. Listen, as far as that controversy goes,
it was a bad choice.
Absolutely, it was. I mean, I don't know what you're thinking. What are you thinking?
I don't know either.
How'd you like to come and participate in the worst fucking trauma you can possibly ever live through? Again.
Yeah.
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard.
Yeah, like how's the actor supposed to prepare? Like watch videos of this person, the worst day this person ever endured, where they're facing the killer of their family member in court and they have a huge outburst and they're like, okay, I'm going to do it just like that. Like, come on, let's not. And then the second season is on the Menendez brothers. And then the third season just got announced. It's going to be released soon. And that's on Ed Gein.
Yeah, we just said that. So the Menendez brothers is what we're watching right now.
Yes.
And it started off a little clunky, but it really is quite engaging. I'm really enjoying it. And then today's episode that we watched.
I know.
So
floored me, bro.
I have issues with oneers. And by oneers are shots where there's no cut. And, I think, Birdman had that really big one. And like this
Birdman,
is a bunch.
the whole thing about Birdman was it was like the entire movie was oneers.
It was actually made famous, I think, by Hitchcock with Rope. I think Rope is like a one-shot movie.
Oh, that's cool.
And so the whole oneer.
Which movie?
Rope.
I'd never heard of it.
Oh, yeah. Well, he made it's basically a movie made in one shot, but it's obviously... film because it's back in the day, so they have to
incredible.
We have to keep changing the reels.
That's very cool.
But it's a one shot movie, and he kind of just started that, I guess, or he innovated it or whatever, and it became a thing. And it's like more of a thing within a thing. In other words, like Hitchcock, he did a whole movie in one shot as opposed to these oneers that we get these. And to me, most of the time, it's like go fuck off.
Really?
Yeah,
I love
most of the
them.
time.
I think they're delightful.
Most of the time, I find them very annoying.
I think they're super cool.
Because they're trying so fucking hard and everything is so choreographed and everything's a pain in my ass. Well, look, I appreciate that you appreciate them. And I can understand why you do. And I think that some of them go amazingly well. Mm-hmm. I have seen great ones. We watched a whole fucking show where you wouldn't have me complain on a penny on any.
Yeah, or like the opening of Boogie Nights is a oneer. It's amazing.
Yeah, so there are times when it works for one. You're absolutely right with Heather Graham, right? That's the open we're talking about. The Roller Girl, fucking loved it, brilliant. So there are times when it works really well, and it's definitely a tool in the toolbox. I love when it's done great. And it was done fucking great. This is one of the best I've ever seen.
Okay, so it's episode 5 of the second season of Monster, where I think they're calling it Monsters. I don't know. But It's the Menendez Brothers season.
Yes.
It's on Netflix. Episode 5, it's called Hurt Man. No, The Hurt Man.
Is that what it's called?
The title of the episode.
Okay.
And the entire 30-minute episode is a oneer. The entire thing.
It's a push.
It is performed perfectly. I was
amazing.
stunned.
I guess it's on a little jib or something. Like I don't know how this shot is necessarily set up. Like I think it's on a jib and on a dolly, like a jib and dolly.
Who knows, man?
Because it's a push. Mm-hmm. But there's also a slight angle change. There's some angle change too.
It's amazing.
It was like perfect. It really is. Like, it was close to perfect. I mean, maybe it's not perfect. If I watch it again, maybe I'll go, oh fuck.
It's like 2/3 of the way through. I had to look up whether he won any awards, and he was nominated. This actor was nominated for the Emmy and the Golden Globe for this performance.
This episode. This was the submission episode for sure. Because there's no what other episode would you submit? If not this episode for an Emmy or for consideration.
There's a massive, super heavy content warning about it. Like trigger warning. Yeah. Like the whole episode is the worst.
Dude, the show is racy as hell,
the worst thing that you could ever... the worst story that's ever been told, ever.
Honestly,
the performance is really the most incredible I think I've seen in a very, very long time. I was really super impressed.
And the directing. The directing was perfect. It was perfect directing. Mm-hmm. Again, like just if I'm the producer and the director comes up, like, I got this idea, bro. It's gonna be a oneer. I'm gonna be like, fuck. My brain shuts it down immediately. My brain just shuts it down. Because I don't want to get caught up in a director's idea that takes away from what we're there for.
Why does it take away? This is the thing. Well, I will always defend oneers.
I hadn't finished what I was going to say.
Okay.
We're there to entertain people. We're there to tell people stories.
Uh-huh.
And again, oneers aren't like, it's not about proving your mettle or your skill or your depth of toolbox use. That's what I feel like Gunn did in this movie, in the Superman movie. And he just gave us tricks and tricks and tricks and tricks and tricks and whip camera that and fucking all this just fucking camera garbage, man. It was all just useless. Okay, yeah, you can do every trick in the book. That's cool. You're amazing. You can do all the fucking animation, do the all see. You can shoot a green screen better than fucking anybody. Congratulations, buddy.
I'm not going to compare his filmmaking to anybody that I appreciate, but the oneers that you're talking about and you're being critical of, sometimes they do a really excellent job of immersing you in the scene because you're moving with the people as they're moving.
I'm not. I know the one. We've already aligned on the oneers that I think are great.
Okay.
Look, we don't have to belabor the fact that I'm not a big fan of oneers.
No, we don't.
I'm just saying
I was just curious about.
I'm really impressed with this director.
Yeah.
If a director were to come to me with a oneer,
this is what I'm saying.
And he said to me, not only did oneer barrier goes up, second barrier that goes up, he's like, it's going to be like a push on a jib, and it's just like we're going to just be framed in a two shot over the shoulder too. And we're just going to push slowly on a jib from an over-the-shoulder two into a close-up for the whole episode. And then I'm going to look at him and I'm going to go, let me get this fucking straight. You want one shot, the whole fucking show for a half hour. Yeah. You want people to watch one shot and over-the-shoulder two pushed into a close. That's your move. Because I don't want to be a part of watching people fucking do all these like Birdman ones all the time, where it's just walking and choreographed and put a cigarette in his mouth, take the cigarette out of his mouth,
like have people run across the field real quick just to grab the thing and run back and fucking put it. I don't know.
Feel me? Yeah. So, but this guy did it. Not only did the showrunner buy it, but the director did it, pulled it off beautifully. I feel like I learned. I feel like I learned so much as a filmmaker.
Yeah, well, you would have kiboshed your director wanting to do that, and you would have lost an Emmy.
No, I mean I do. I feel like I learned something from it. Like I truly feel like it was like a moment for me. Like the end of that episode really got me thinking about, hey, like, are you building walls?
Oh yeah.
Are you building walls, creative walls that like might stop you? Because that's the kind of oneer I would fucking make up every day if I didn't have this wall built up in my head that says oneers are bad. Oneers are boring. Not boring, but oneers are are a distraction. Why does the audience care about a oneer?
I feel like you're the only person that feels this way.
Well, hey, listen.
They're delightful. If I even notice that it's happening, I'm impressed. Most of the time you don't notice it's happening because you're just moving along with the action and the characters. If it's really well choreographed. It
was halfway through this one. I was like, are we in a oneer? Like that's when they work.
To notice, yeah.
I didn't even know. I wasn't sure until in the end you said, fuck, that was one shot. It's a oneer. And I didn't know it was a oneer because I was so engaged in every other aspect. I was being entertained. This is my thing. It's not just oneers. It's just oneers are the thing that I think are most easily noticeable in terms of directors abusing tricks to be like, it's like, forgetting what the goal and the purpose of what we do is, which is to tell stories or to bring people through experiences, to bring people into emotion, right? Into tension, to create a visceral experience for people, to simulate life, right? It's a fucking beautiful charge. But I find so many directors getting lost from that and falling into these, I got this idea.
Hey,
we're going to
Dale,
do this and we're going to do that.
You're outnumbered. Kindly DiCaprio's on my side. Oneers are so fun to me.
All right, we're going to quit the life. We're quitting the life.
You want to put in your 2 weeks?
I'm resigning. I'm out. You guys can have your oneers. This is a oneer. No, it's not. We have 2 angles.
It's a oneer.
No, it's not. We have 2 angles. You have an angle here. You got to hang. I got to cut.
True.
It's not a oneer. If we had a oneer, we'd have somebody panning, fucking whip panning back and forth. It's all of our, you know. All right. Are we moving on?
Yes.
Menendez Brothers, Monsters. I really do highly recommend it. It's extremely graphic. It's pornographic. I mean, it really is.
It's also like the trigger warnings are like the biggest, like trigger warnings like on a flare sent up into the fucking sky.
Let me tell you, man.
Huge,
as a survivor,
massive trigger warning.
As a survivor of many of the things that they are, many of the subjects in this thing, it is definitely not easy if you're a survivor of abuse.
Yeah.
Of really, whether it's mental, physical, sexual, or all of the above.
Speaking of abuse, or at least family conflict, Lee is telling everyone in the chat about how Lee's only sibling, a sister, has done a betrayal.
Oh, no.
And Lee said, my husband told me to take a break from her. I just want to say, this is actually excellent advice. I didn't realize this. There's I know that in like Al-Anon, which is the equivalent of like AA 12-step meetings for people who are relatives of somebody who's struggling with substance abuse problems, they recommend that people take a break from the person that is sort of like triggering them or making them feel like, you know, all of this despair in their relationship because of their substance abuse or whatever other issue that they have. And I always thought that was kind of like a cop-out. Like I was like, well, you know, you can encourage people to practice avoidance, but that's not helpful for people when they're dealing with conflicts with family members or conflicts with their spouses or something. It's like, it's not actually good advice to tell them to just avoid the person. Like that's not solving any problem. That's how I felt for a really long time. Yeah. Until I actually did it. And it is so liberating and clarifying to simply have the distance from the person who's creating whatever conflict or struggle in your life. It really gives you the opportunity. I feel like the only way that it's done well is if you use that time to sort of learn more about the relationship dynamics and like what's happening with them psychologically in their absence. Like just try and figure out what's up. What it did for me, because I had that distance and I wasn't constantly being harmed and triggered by this person emotionally, is it gave me the opportunity to sort of like figure out what was going on on their side, give myself the peace and the space to work through all the weird like memories and emotions that came up without having to deal with it like in the raw form of it happening like in your day. And it created this like way in which I sort of developed sympathy for that person. I empathized with how they were struggling. It made it so that I wasn't resentful anymore. I was accepting of what they were going through, and my part in it I recognized wasn't their fault or my fault or anybody's. It just was super, super healing. So it's actually really great advice. You said your husband told you to take a break from her. It doesn't have to be permanent, but
it's a break.
That break should be used constructively for you to figure out what's going on and like learn more about the psychology of. Obviously, if you have a therapist, that's probably a lot easier. But I think that it's really great. And they do this with like I think exposure therapy is conducted this way, where if you have distance from the thing that makes you upset, whether it's like, you know, you have a phobia of something, even if we're not talking about a relationship, it's just really helpful for you to maintain that distance and recognize like, oh, I'm okay. This actually doesn't bother me. Like it sort of fortifies your ability to recognize like, I'm not actually being triggered by this thing. This doesn't even have to harm me. And from that place, you develop a confidence and a strength to get further, you know, closer to the thing that bothers you. And you realize that you are actually strong enough to not be so bothered, so upset by it. I don't know. I recommend it. I don't think that people should permanently like cut off their family members, but if you give yourself enough space to build that understanding without being triggered by them constantly, it's super, super healing. Sorry. I don't know why I went on a little rant, but that was my personal experience that I definitely thought maybe could be helpful, because that shit is really fucking itchy and horrible, and it feels really bad, and getting triggered by somebody who's in your family fucking sucks, and you deserve to protect your peace for just a little bit.
Yeah, and also obviously it helps you collect your thoughts and ideas, and it gives you, look, I mean, always be cautious of, keeping yourself subjected to something that needs to, that is agitating, I mean.
Yeah, right. Like, what's it for? Who benefits from you constantly being like rubbed raw by a person?
Gives her a chance to think things through, gives you a chance to think things through. Clarity comes over time.
Yep.
And sometimes that clarity doesn't make things better, but clarity comes over time.
Oh, I know. There's a lot of people who do the distancing thing, and they're like, wow, I feel so much better.
Or just like, wow, I thought about it and you really are a fucking asshole. Yeah. Like, you really are. I was like, wow, I was thinking you were an asshole. I'm so damn convinced. So yeah, I mean, but it's all about, it's all about your strength. It's all about where you got to go. And, but also remember that, that this is a very fucking short life, and, just make sure that you're taking care of yourself first. That's all.
Yeah. Like
you're the one that has to go through this life all the way. You're the only one that's going to go through every day with you.
I know. And I really like the saying, like, protect your peace, because nobody else is going to do it. Like, you're capable of creating like a safe place where you don't have to be bothered by shit. Like, this is your ability. You get to do that. Nobody else can tell you not to, right? Like, use it.
Totally. So the Baldoni, on the Baldoni front, can we change topics?
Yeah.
Or do you want to, or is there more, we should go into more chat. We're very, well, I guess we're kind of doing live chat, aren't we?
I think we can talk about this Baldoni thing.
So, well, first of all, so Baldoni, I guess, was caught out in the wild. I saw the video on TMZ of him being harangued, harassed.
Was he being harassed?
More or less. I mean, it was this guy with a camera going, hey, Justin, tell us how you feel, buddy. What's going on? Take the high road, buddy. Hey, buddy, take the high road.
And what was Baldoni doing?
I always do, man. I'm going to take the high road. You got to take the high road. This guy wouldn't leave the high road. He was following me on the bus. He like talked to him, then walked away, then came back. He was asking him about like...
So he was badgering
He
him?
asked him if he knew anything about the Taylor Swift service. Botchery.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did he say?
He was like, I can't talk about that or whatever. Yeah, no, you can't. Can you? Anyway, he looked good. He looked good. He looked happy, content. Everything was good. He looks like he's smoking it. Keeping it real.
I was thinking that video showed up because Ryan Reynolds is on Jimmy Kimmel tonight. So he's got to like flood the airwaves.
Well, it'd be like a weird way to be
countermeasures in war, It'd
be a weird way to do it because it's like, obviously, like, Ryan Reynolds is doing what he wants to do, which is promote things and work. Yeah. Right. Ryan Reynolds is doing that.
Create movies.
Yeah, he's making movies like
right.
Baldoni wants to be doing. Instead, Baldoni's like taking up buses. It's a little bit weird to be like, hey, I'm going to get on this bus to disturb that story. I don't think that's the case. I just think that, turns out that on the night that...
They just might have had it saved to publish on a night where Ryan Reynolds is doing something. I don't know.
Baldoni at the airport. Yeah, so
weird.
He was getting harassed by a guy with it was weird. And then he had a bodyguard with him. He had a big muscular dude with him.
Yeah.
Who bust heads if he has to. And he got in the dude's face. He's like, hey, all right. Like, because Baldoni's like, hey, take it easy, like to his bodyguard, like it wasn't like there was no like weird, scuffle or anything.
What
but
a
it was
weird
just
charade.
Like, dude was like asking repetitive questions. Baldoni was saying, I can't talk about those things. And because he was talking about the case, obviously. Whatever, fuck Baldoni. Honestly, I saw him and I was like, grrr.
Really?
Grrr. Yeah, I'm I think I had... Yesterday I heard about the Bill Burr thing. I didn't want to talk about it yesterday. I heard about it before we went live, and I didn't want to talk about it yesterday because it's too much, bro. Like, it's just too much already. Do you know what I mean? It's like every time I turn around, there's another guy doing something that I cared about, not personally or emotionally, but just on that level where you're like, fuck, I want to have company in the way that I feel. I want to have company in the moral stands that I take. And by company, I'm not talking about just you or the people that are with us tonight. I'm talking about and the people who are watching, tomorrow or to later tonight or whatever. I'm talking about guys like Bill Burr.
I'm trying to find this comment somebody said earlier.
It fucking breaks my heart.
That you shouldn't. Okay, your delicate said, have heroes, but we have to change the way we look at them because they are human and imperfect. Nobody will agree with you 100% of the time.
Yeah, and it's less that he's a hero of mine because I don't really have heroes. Where it stings, where it hurts, is that they're out there. I know they're out there collecting souls themselves. I know that. I know they're out there talking to masses of people and drawing them in. So when they're...
What do you mean collecting souls?
Well, I'm using this I'm using it metaphorically, but they're out there and they're, because people are becoming there. There's a certain devotion to the talent that you love. It's not, and obviously it's perspective. I mean, Bill Burr means nothing to me at all. I'm totally going to be over it as soon as we leave this live, quite frankly. But while I was reading, David Cross, I get emotionally moved when I read, and we know that, and it doesn't have to be just mine or anything. It's just, if I believe in what I'm reading.
Yeah.
And then if I find what I'm reading is it disturbs me.
Dude, I'm like that too. We went to go see, we're in Georgia, so we went to go see a bunch of politicians. They really work it here. The politicians go and speak all the time. Yeah. And I went and saw a few of the younger politicians that were super hungry about, turning Georgia blue and making
not Ossoff or Ossoff, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Warnock.
Ossoff and Warnock, yeah. And I can't watch those people because they have these really inspirational speeches. And I know that they're the speeches are created in a lab, they're definitely workshopped.
If I hit this point here,
I know,
and that point there,
yeah, with their
they're going to cheer.
I know. And every time I start sobbing, I can't help it. I'm moved by political rhetoric. And I just feel like such fucking...
It's like those people who cry at weddings.
Yes, that's me. I do that too.
You're fucking sitting there and you're you don't even know them. You just
I know.
Drop in on it. You're walking by, there's an outdoor wedding, you stop, you're like...
I know, but somebody plays a violin emotionally and I'm I feel that too.
Yeah. Well, that's good. You get moved by music. You got to get moved by music.
So I get it, man. You don't have to explain why you're getting upset because you're reading something from David Cross who's also upset.
But I'm going to forget about Bill Burr, but where my passion kicks in or where my anger kicks in or whatever you want to call it is that I just want people to be aware of the effect that they're having on the world around them. We got to have this debate, which is more divide. It's just more fucking divide.
Yeah.
And listen, you don't have to go far back into Bill Burr's podcasts to hear him going off about shit that I care about. Shit about this administration. Shit about the way people are giving up their fuck. But it's interesting that David Cross was like, I don't want to hear about your cancel culture bullshit when you're sitting there, fucking throwing fucking wood in the fire.
Get fired up, Dale.
I'm fired up. I can't help it. Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds, he gets on the Jimmy Kimmel one. Jimmy Kimmel couldn't be hotter. It's just the guy has the stars line up for him. Jimmy Kimmel was, probably just, dead for rights and dead to rights.
Oh, now he's the hugest thing ever.
Now he's the fucking biggest thing ever. And it's just perfect timing. Fucking in walks fucking Ryan Reynolds with his John Candy movie. And you know that fucking Jimmy Kimmel, because every comedian holds on high John Candy. So that they were just absolutely pounding this documentary out to that big giant crowd, including Sinclair Media and all other affiliates. So that's pretty fucking interesting. But what I heard from you, because you heard it, was that he came out to wild applause apparently.
Where? Who?
Jimmy Kimmel.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Somebody that was at the taping had tweeted about it.
Half the time they got to put the
the
lights on. They got to blink them. Oh, sorry. Yeah, right. Listen, I was at a Ryan Reynolds taping of Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place. Actually, more than one. And it was just like that because absolutely at no point did I actually have the urge to laugh. Organically, it never happened. It's
not very good.
Well, I just whatever. If I'm watching a sitcom go down, it didn't work for me. The sitcom I wanted to see that I never got to see was Cheers. That was my sitcom of all time.
Did they have a studio audience?
They did. Yep, they sure did.
I can't remember how that set went. It was only
It's a bar.
they only had I know, but they only had the camera on one side, right?
Yes.
Or did they?
No, they only had the bar, and no, they had like subsets where they were like, I think they had like a dart room area or whatever it was, but they rarely
There was like
ever
an
went
office
there.
too. But they didn't have. They never had the camera behind the bar. I can't remember. Anyway, doesn't matter.
I think they did. Yeah, they shot angles. They would go get pickups, but they wouldn't shoot toward the audience. They shot toward, I think the stage was like like, are those fuckers? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Do you know what I mean?
Sorry, I had to take a picture of this dog.
Well, I certainly hope that Leo's movie holds up.
Yeah, it'll hold up.
I want it to go big because I don't know what to do.
What do you mean?
With my own shit, so I need their help. I need the help. I need the help, man. It's not true. I know what's going to happen. It's already happening. People are going to reach out to me, and there's going to be an opportunity that's going to come, and I'm excited for that. Because, and actually, this is a perfect time to like segue into this because I really, I kind of want to just restate this again because I've been sort of looking at everything, and I've just kind of, I'm putting together this workflow to try and get the live repurposed on the main channel where the real traffic is, because live is kind of the live algorithm. Well, it only stands for 30% of YouTube viewers alone. So, we want to definitely be over there if we're going to grow the channel. And I really want to grow the channel because I want to sell the book. And I really want to sell the book because I really want to get the movie back. And I really want to get the movie back because I really want to put it in fucking theaters.
Yeah.
But I also want to make movies and I want to create properties. I want to produce writers right here, writers that we have here. I really believe that this is a possibility. And I was telling you about Jay Chandrasekhar and how they have Broken Lizard. So when you go and you look at Jay Chandrasekhar movies, he's listed as the director, but his movies are written by Broken Lizard. And Broken Lizard is the name that they chose for their writing group. It's a group of friends. I think it's like 5 dudes. And, so they came up with the name Broken Lizard. And that's the name that they write under. And so I thought that here's the deal. And I know it sounds ridiculous when we're sitting here at under 600 subscribers, but channels of 1 million subscribers, right? Which is obviously a fucking huge goal. But if Andy Signor can get a fucking 1 million subscribers, I can get 1 million fucking subscribers. I really believe that.
Yeah.
So 1 million subscribers, I can make movies with 1 million subscribers. And so I was thinking about creating that for, for our, gang. We got to figure out what to call you guys because it's not like, I don't know.
They're the real ones.
They are the real ones. And where, so there's like an actual credit for them. Wouldn't that be cool? And like so we make fucking movies. I guess it sounds outlandish.
It does.
It's not.
I mean, I think that you could just do that if it comes.
Oh no, I want people to know what they're getting involved in.
You should just do that.
No, I want people to know what they're getting involved in. What are you talking about? I want everyone to know that like the goal is to fucking make movies. The goal is to make,
So what?
Whatever series.
What's the barrier?
Nothing. It's not. There's no barrier. I'm just stating it as a part of like our mission statement. I'm not talking. I mean, the barrier is obvious. The barrier is we have 570 followers versus 1 million or 100,000 or whatever it is.
That's what you would need?
Well, I'm using that as a round number. No, it doesn't necessarily have to be that many. It can be quite a few less, actually.
I mean, I don't really have much to say about it because you're the film producer and I have never been a film producer myself. So I think that if you have ideas about how to make film, then they're probably really good ones. I think.
Thank you.
I'm eager to read your next book, personally.
Yeah. Well, we can't do lives and write books at the same time until I can get editors. I can't wait to write a book. I really, dude, I can't wait. And it's going to happen. And yeah, I'm excited too. There's no question about that future though. That's 100%. If I have to like, I want to grow this live, and I want to do not only making movies, but I want to teach on this channel, or, a part of this channel as a part of my online presence or whatever. So I got lots of hopes and dreams that are coming out of just spending time with these guys. But, I want to do things I want to contribute something more. Like I don't want to be a guy who builds a YouTube channel and fucking has all this money, and then I'm like, hey, here's Angela and I in Croatia having a good time. Hey guys, look at me. It's me in fucking Japan. Oh, I love sushi. Like.
You don't want to be that?
No, on the dime of the people who are kind enough to come and consume our content. No, I don't.
It's their dime, or it's like YouTube.
Their time
revenue?
is their dime, man. Like that's.
Oh yeah, right.
I'm not gonna I don't want to sit there and be like, look what your time is affording me. I'm on a boat. I don't want to do that. I'd rather be like, hey, look what we're doing when we're hanging out together. We're making fucking movies, or we're making series, or we're publishing books. Because I'll tell you one thing that my book doesn't have is publishing. And by publishing, I mean that my book is just something I'm like, hey, I wrote a book, guys, want to read it? Because that's my fucking, that's advertising for me. Do you know what I mean? But if I had if we had this channel booming, then, we could actually afford to go out and do things like distribute. So it's just it's an interesting concept, because and there's a way in which I think people can be involved in it as opposed to just watching it. I don't know.
I think it would be really great if you made a ton of money and then hired a lawyer so that you could get some more money from the people who have been stealing from you for 20 years. I think that would probably be a pretty awesome thing to be able to follow and document on your channel.
Yeah, we're doing that.
That would be really fucking cool.
We're doing that. I'm still thinking about
that's
doing
unsettled business.
Opening
bro.
up the David Stepman email live is definitely something I'm thinking about. It might be wildly I just don't know what's in there. It also might be one line. Hey, dude, give me a call. Here's my phone number.
Probably.
Nick's wife says, in my opinion, you are going to succeed in many ways, and hopefully it will show Toby his mistake and he will apologize. That is the most perfect thing.
That's so sweet.
Thank you so much, because that just made me feel like that really did actually make me feel better. Hearing that, I was like, oh, okay. Because I'm nervous. I'm so fucking nervous about everything. I really am. And I also want I just want this channel to be a two-way street. I don't want this, and not just beyond us having a good time and people enjoying that, but that there's something more tangible. I just want to, I love a true community, not the idea of a community that's, just like our community. Do you know what I mean? I want to be a part of the community. I want the community to be, to be involved, to truly be involved. And so that's kind of the goal. And there's a way to do that, even if it's, indirect. Mm-hmm. And I'm certain we're going to find a way. I'm drawing the map as we speak. What else you got? You got anything else?
He's got big ideas, folks.
You got anything else? It's 8:30.
Guilty Angel said, Jimmy Kimmel always looks like he just finished doing something bad.
That's a great way to describe him. It's so true.
Guilty Angel also said that she wants the DiCaprio film to fail horribly. It looks like an overproduced piece of shit. I'm just being honest. Well,
they're calling it a masterpiece, and I'm saying it's probably really, really great. It's probably pretty terrific. We're talking about Paul Thomas Anderson, and I mean the guy's he's one of the special filmmakers that we have in our midst. And so, like I said, he's not always on, but when he's on, he's just utterly spectacular. Oh, by the way, I got to tell you something really cool. Jim Jarmusch. I don't know how I feel about this, but I do know how I feel about this.
What's up?
Jim Jarmusch. I don't know if he's coming out with a memoir or something. If he is, I'm going to read the fuck out of it. But he, let me see if I can find it. He said that Bill Murray played a significant role in him being able to house his mother through her end of life. And it felt like a very touching story.
Jim Jarmusch, who directed Broken Flowers with Bill Murray.
That's right.
And this was...
And Bill Murray...
That was a 2005 movie.
Yeah, so he said of Broken Flowers, for example, he said Bill, like, was sort of the catalyst for him to get back end. Unbelievably, Jim Jarmusch was obviously just getting the budget and just selling these movies outright as he was going along, which makes it really hard to fucking make money in Hollywood.
Yeah, right.
And if you guys don't know who Jim Jarmusch is, I implore you to find out, to just watch his filmography. Just watch it. Just go watch movies. I'm not going to recommend goddamn one of them. I'm not gonna
really? You're not going to recommend one?
Just watch Jim Jarmusch. Like, you should watch him, the director.
Okay, I know, but
you can go look at his catalog. Go pick
You're not going
one.
to say if you're a fan of Don's Plum, you would probably really enjoy Coffee and Cigarettes?
If you're a fan of Don's Plum, you'll probably really enjoy Coffee and Cigarettes, which came out later, by the way.
Yeah.
It came out
Coffee and
after.
Cigarettes came out in 2003.
Yes.
What's your favorite Jim Jarmusch movie? There's so many I haven't seen.
Mine?
Yes.
Of the ones I've seen. Yeah, I haven't seen them all. I don't know, man. It could be Dead Man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It could also be, I knew Eugene, what's his name? Eugene, I can't believe I forgot your last name, Eugene. Gene the Bean. Eugene, what's his name? Fuck. Anyway, I knew him. That's with Johnny Depp, Dead Man, if you haven't seen it. And Robert Mitchum is in there in that movie, actually. I also like Ghost Dog very much. Oh. Very much, with Forrest Whitaker. That was brilliant.
Let's see. Stranger Than Paradise.
I loved Stranger Than Paradise.
And Down by Law were 2 years apart from each other, and they're so great.
They're both fucking
I think I like
brilliant.
Down by Law better. I don't know. They're weird. They're weird movies. I haven't seen anything recently of his. The most recent thing I saw was Broken Flowers. That's 2005. Anyway, Coffee and Cigarettes is probably my favorite.
Really?
Yep.
I like it. It's not my favorite. I liked it.
So
look, for me, it felt like I don't know how to feel about it. Like it was a little difficult for me to watch in some ways.
Why?
Well, because I was just like, I was distracted the whole time because I kept thinking like, did he see Don's Plum?
Oh,
like, is he like they riff just like they do in Don's Plum? Like, like it's
maybe. I
was like, and it was very distracting for me. So I wonder if maybe I need to just watch it without like feeling like, without my like inner head going, Dale, I think he might have watched Don's Plum. Dale, what if Jim Jarmusch watched Don's Plum and then made a movie? My God. Because honestly, that would change everything. That would like change I bet you if you could have like something molecular of my organic material under a microscope at the same time that it was confirmed that Jim Jarmusch was even remotely inspired by Don's Plum, that you would see under a microscope my actual like changing of my DNA, like where I should reproduce immediately because my children will be great immediately if I learn that Jim Jarmusch is even remotely.
So you admire him, is what you're saying?
It's Jim Jarmusch, man. I mean, there was no. I mean, yes.
Okay, so you're bringing up Jim Jarmusch because Bill Murray.
So Bill Murray apparently, two things. He helped. Here's what he did. He got him back end, Jim Jarmusch.
With the studio?
On Flowers. Yeah. What's the movie called?
Broken Flowers.
Broken Flowers, yeah. So he got him back end on Broken Flowers. Because it's Bill Murray, it's got like box office appeal.
Yeah.
He said, he in the article said, I made good money from it, and it was just enough to pay for my mom for her end of life.
Oh.
For housing, for his end of life. And then he went on. He was like, so he was literally like, Bill Murray was literally like calling up the agents and saying, hey, I just got my residuals. Did Jim get his? Just want to make sure Jim got his. And literally, according to Jim Jarmusch, he was like, and I hadn't.
And he hadn't.
I hadn't gotten them. And fucking Bill Murray was like, yo, make sure Jim is getting the fucking checks.
What a sweetheart.
So it was weird because, Bill Murray took some hits, so I don't know. And we live in this world of like, we don't know.
I know. He's probably a fucking horrible person.
Or that this is just some publicity and they were like, hey, Jim, come over here and nudge, nudge.
Yeah, I know.
I need you to tell that story about that time when I was giving you money so that your mom could die in peace. But it felt nice to read. It was like, it was heartfelt and heartwarming, and I was moved by it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. I also would highly encourage watching his movies and just going in and diving. He's one of those directors where you should just dive in and have some fun ripping through his catalog, because it's fucking great. Cosmic Urgy said that the Superman to watch for nostalgia is Superman Returns, which was directed by Bryan Singer. And what's interesting about that is that the one superhero movie that I did like, that I would say is like a more modern day superhero movie, was Bryan Singer's first X-Men.
Yes.
That movie fucking did it for me.
That's what I'm saying. When
and
you're
I don't
like
fucking superheroes, and that movie did it for me.
When you're like, I guess I don't like superhero movies, I'm like, do not compare all of these superhero movies. Some of them are pretty good.
Yeah. Man, was I disappointed in Gunn's suit.
Okay, Superman Returns. So who's Superman? Oh, Brandon Routh.
Yeah. Alex talking about Pete Davidson.
I've never heard of this before. Kevin Spacey plays Lex Luthor. When did this happen?
Alex said that Pete Davidson said that he was given Don's Plum as a character study for one of his movies.
Yeah, for Bodies.
Yeah, for Bodies. Yeah, Pete Davidson used my work to build a character. I would love for him to read the book, and then I would love for him to call me up and be like, how can I help?
And then he would be like, I don't know, man. I might have wanted to work with you before you did that Saudi Arabia gig.
I'd be like, can you get cheap oil? Do you have like an oil card? Can I get an oil
exactly.
card? Do I get an oil card? Can I just get like a free oil card? Do you get one of those? Do you have like 5 or 6 you can hand out to your family members? They get free oil. The fuck are you doing?
Lee wants to know, Dale, what do you think of David O. Russell's work?
I mean, the guy is so goddamn talented. It's ridiculous. Why I sort of came out at it with that tone is because his reputation is just garbage.
Yep.
He has such a garbage reputation, but his work is fucking incredible. He came up at the same time as we did, right? And I mean, maybe even a little later. I can't remember.
Yeah, with Spank the Monkey, right?
Yeah, so that's right.
His?
Yeah, Jason Blum, right? I think Jason Blum. That was a Jason Blum movie, or that I think he produced it or he acquired it. Anyway, David O. Russell is an extremely talented guy whose movies I will watch despite the fact that he is a shit fuck.
Did I get that right? It's not showing up here. Did I just make that up? No, Spanking the Monkey. Yeah, 1994.
Yeah, 1994.
Yep,
yeah.
1994.
Back in 1994.
Flirting with Disaster is such a good movie. That was 1996.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, and it's funny. I haven't seen it in a long time. Haven't spoken about it in forever.
I would rewatch that one.
It's fucking, what's her name's incredible. Isn't that Mary Tyler Moore? Isn't she in that?
Mary Tyler Moore? Dale?
Isn't that who that's it? Who is that? It's not?
Mary Tyler Moore.
Who is it?
It's Ben Stiller, Patricia Arquette, Téa Leoni, Alan Alda, Lily Tomlin. Josh Brolin.
Lily Tomlin. Mary Tyler Moore. Yeah, it was Lily Tomlin. I fucking love that movie.
Yeah, I want to watch this again, actually. Maybe we'll watch that tonight. Flirting with Disaster.
I don't want to watch Flirting with Disaster tonight.
You don't?
Not tonight, honey.
Not tonight, honey. Have you ever called me honey?
No.
Have I ever called you honey?
No.
Should I?
No.
Would you prefer that?
No, sweetie. We don't call each other names.
Sweetheart.
I think it's cute when people do.
I know, it's really cute.
It just would never come out of our mouths right.
Yeah, I know. Instead, I always do like the annoying ones, like babe.
It's not. That's vernacular. That's the vernacular.
It's so stupid.
You know.
Like, I'm not even creative. Kindly DiCaprio said, please don't hate all people from Saudi Arabia. No, we don't. We do not hate.
It's not the people I hate from Saudi Arabia at all.
Please no, it's just their government that is bad. My friend is from Saudi Arabia and she is very kind.
Absolutely.
I had a neighbor in the early 2000s who was like, he was Iraqi. And he was like, all of a sudden, he would just like walk around like this all the time.
That's horrible.
I know. Poor guy.
Oh, no, that's just so
He was
horrible.
like the fucking coolest dude, too.
No, I had an Iranian friend in LA, man.
Sucks, man.
And I was like, bro, you good? And he's like, I'm good. He's like, life's tough.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for them. And,
for real.
My heart goes out to them. No, understand that my problem is with the Saudis, the regime, and the way they treat women. And the way I know that the people are who I'm angry for.
No, it's like here.
Yeah, I'm angry for the Saudis.
Like, we're upset.
I want the Saudis to be free, and I want them to be I want women to be liberated, and I want
but it's like here. It's like
everything for them.
Our government is not characteristic of the people that inhabit this country. It never is anywhere. The government always does totally bonkers, fucking authoritarian shit, and none of the people who actually live there are actually ever want that to.
And the other
happen.
thing we know is that the Saudis. They decide what people get to see and what people get to hear and what people get to read in Saudi Arabia, even more so than they do in this country.
Oh, yeah. I wonder how many of those comedians are given like a list of do not talk abouts.
Every one of them. 100%.
Crazy. Well, I hope it's fucking
There's
worth
no
the money.
fucking
It's
way.
crazy. That is a crazy choice.
You cannot say shit about Muhammad. 100%.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You're not going to talk shit about Muhammad.
Well,
so they're getting the list.
I'm sure they wouldn't want to. You shouldn't. I mean, it's just like if it's like a touchy subject, just don't,
I mean, sometimes the house needs to burn down so you can build a new house.
Cosmic Urgency said, I love Patterson. What's Patterson?
Oh,
is Patterson a David O. Russell movie? Your keyboard is so funny to me.
It's better when...
That was one good thing about the Superman movie with James Gunn. They didn't have like a bunch of computer sounds because there's computers all the time where they're like, doot, 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 doot. They didn't do that.
What's Patterson?
I have no idea.
Oh, is it this one? 2016?
Who directed it?
With Jim Jarmusch. I have not seen it. Oh, God, it's got Adam Driver. I'll watch that tonight.
Okay.
100%.
Thanks, Cosmic Urgency.
Fuck yeah, I'll watch that tonight.
Cosmic Urgency said, I think that's the reasoning of the entertainers who take those gigs, that they're going there to entertain the people who live there.
Yeah, there's yeah. Okay.
Kindly DiCaprio said, yes, it's true. The government of a country can be evil, but the everyday people can be nice. This is true.
No, it is true. And by the way, the Saudis have a good reason to be pissed off at Americans, man. And
oh my God.
and like the Saudi people.
Yeah.
And by the way, I mean, if I understand things historically correctly, and I may not, so I'm not a historian and I can get these things wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, and I did read this correctly, Arabs were, they were placed in the desert to die. They were treated like slaves, and they were cast into the desert in the same way that the indigenous in our two countries, Canada and America, were forced into reservations and into these plots of land designated by the white man who came in and invaded in it. And what happened was it went badly because they cast them to the desert and they found oil.
I don't know anything about
and they had the vendetta.
I don't know anything about the history of that region because I was educated in the U.S. and they don't teach you shit about anything in the world. But but I remember my own family my last name means it's represents plants, life. My last name means oak tree.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It means oak. And then another very common last name in Brazil.
Which is the most loveliest of trees, really, if you...
I know. It's actually
truth be told,
it's super awesome.
Yeah, it's
I know,
probably the most productive tree.
I can't take credit for it. It just happened. But and another it's a really, really common name in Brazil. And then another really common name is represents fauna, right? So there's flora and fauna, a lot of these names. So that one is coelho, which means rabbit. And so there's these super common names in Brazil, and apparently they all come from the same origin, where it was like the Spanish Inquisition. They were doing the same sort of thing in Portugal. I can't remember what it was called, but it was the same sort of you have to convert or you'll die type warfare. You know what I mean? And so they had the Inquisition. They had the Arab families that they were threatening with death to convert or die. And when they converted, they made them change their names, and they categorized the Arab families and the Jewish families. They made them choose names of flora or fauna. And that's how these names exist in Portuguese. And I think Spanish too. I can't remember if they did the same thing in Spain. But anyway, a lot of these things, it was just it was because of warfare, like you were saying. A lot of these Arab countries exist because of warfare, because people were fucking displaced.
Yep.
I don't know all of the history about it, but I know that that's at least the story of my last name. And I'm sure a lot of people who have lineage that goes all the way back to this previous conflicts.
It's wild.
This country and where we are and all the history that we know about this country is such a baby country. Like it's so crazy that it's just a few hundred years old when there's this like long, super long history of like displacement and warfare and like genocide.
Bill Burr's defending it. I just got this guy hit the feed 2 hours ago. So, we've been on for an hour, 44 minutes.
Oh, he heard your criticism and was like, damn, I got to get on this. So
he got word that I'm mad. And so he reacted immediately and said, sorry, Dale, first. And, it's okay, Bill. No, I kid. He said, they're just like us. And that's his defense. And we're not talking, like, this is where it's just like, fuck you. You're changing the narrative. This isn't about whether or not, they're people. We're not talking about, like, the conversation isn't about them. It's about you being paid by a government to go and pay. And that's essentially what this is. He's being paid by a government that is the most oppressive regime in possibly in the entire world.
He's admitting he's being paid by the government.
Well, they don't let anybody in, dude. That's the only way to get
closed.
into the country.
Oh yeah, I get it.
You can't get into that country without the fucking government
approval.
No, it's all goes through the fucking royal family, 100%, everything. So that's what that is. It's that's why everyone's angry.
So what's he saying?
They're angry. He's like, they're just like us, and it's like you're changing the fucking story. The story isn't about that. The whole point is that you should be standing up to protect them by saying, no, you don't get my entertainment until you start treating them right. You're giving them the candy before they fucking earned it. You're raising the kids wrong. They're going to kill you like the Menendez kids did. Because you're not doing it right. No, come on. I'm kidding, obviously. But like, you don't give them the fucking reward. And that's what they're asking for. When the government wants American entertainers to come in and entertain under the guidelines of the government, they're doing a service for that government. Yeah. Not for those. It's a
really, really sticky situation. It would be really, really wise to just not get yourself involved.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what? Like,
don't get involved.
Why are you
walk away?
Why is he making statements like, is it fucking worth it? Like, why are you being involved in this?
Make a statement, walk away and make a statement. If you're going to do something, if you want to do something that's impactful for the people, say, I'm not going to perform until I see women have the same kind of rights that we have here in America. Even more actually.
Yeah. And it won't make a fucking difference, but at least people will know where you stand instead of this shit. You know what I mean?
You're making excuses for, hey,
it's fucking ridiculous.
It's not the $375,000 I'm getting for the one day. It's just because they're people just like us. And it's just not what we're talking about. If they're people just like us, then why would you be in any way working with their oppressors? If they're people just like us, then you're not doing the right thing. That's my opinion. And you'll never, ever, ever be able to change that on me, because it's like, you can't, if it wasn't the government, look, it's different. It's different when it's like when there's a significant cultural moment. Like I'm trying to think of a good example of it. Really, the best example would probably be Thrilla in Manila, or no, it wouldn't be. It would be Rumble in the Jungle. It was this black icon.
Yeah.
These two black icons, but obviously the biggest icon of them all, in Muhammad Ali. Mm-hmm. And he wanted to bring it back to the home. So this is like this big cultural important thing. Yeah. They're not fucking doing anything important here. No. There's not an important thing happening.
No, they're making excuses.
They're making excuses for the fucking paycheck they're getting.
I know.
They're changing nothing.
I know.
The narrative we're having is how fucking greedy these fuckers are.
Yeah.
Like the way that David Cross put it was perfect. What do you gotta get fucking your fourth house? You ain't got enough sneakers? Because that's what this is. This is them collecting the $375,000 and going and checking out this weird place that they've never been before. This isn't about Thriller. This isn't about Rumble in the Jungle. This isn't about, changing the narrative. This is about fucking getting paid. And that's why we're mad. And that's why it's different. And that's a disservice to the people of Saudi Arabia, not a service to the people of Saudi Arabia.
One of my favorite things that ever happens in the chat is when somebody shows up and they kick the door in.
Yeah.
Right? Like they'll just they'll show up and Yes, exactly. They'll show up and they'll say something really sassy. Well, fucking Jeremy Wright shows up in the chat and said, Jeremy's in the hizzy. And then came back with all caps all up in it. It's just like, what does that even mean?
He's fucking on the sauce, dude. Jeremy's putting him back, dude. He's on martini number 3.
And you were in the middle of your rant when he did that, and I was like, oh, hey, what's up, Jeremy? Jeremy's here, everybody.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Welcome back.
You just kicked in the door. You're all like being serious.
Damn.
And he's like, what up? Like the Kool-Aid man,
Where's the Kool-Aid man go? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's in we got to finish that show too.
The show you're talking about is The Studio.
Studio, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yes. We're also watching that because the chat recommended it.
Yeah, we are. You guys are taking care of us. We have to get our
really
movies
great.
down. I got one already.
You do?
Yeah, I got
selected
another one.
what, for the weekend or for
the weekend. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell anyone what it is until it happens. You'll all know on Monday. But I got one for you. It's another classic.
Okay, fine.
It's another classic.
All right.
It's one I've been planning. I was actually going to put it. I was going to put it on instead of the one that didn't hold up of my selections. Which one was it? That was like almost terrible.
Oh, that was the one we didn't finish that you are
No, not the
neglecting.
DNF, not that one.
Oh.
The one that we did finish, that was with with Chris Walken and remember the classic with
the King of New York.
King of New York. That one didn't hold up.
Horrible.
And it was the other
So
I had
bad.
so my choice was between this and that. And I went with the King of New York because it was more thematically in line with State of Grace.
Oh yeah, State of Grace was amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have already been told that we should watch Patterson.
Yeah, we're gonna watch it. I'm excited for it. Thank you for that. I have to get back in it. This is great. Like I haven't been watching movies because honestly, I was a broken dude, so I didn't watch them very often at all. And now I'm just back in it, and it's great because we just so happen to have people like you guys who just have seen so much and can make great recommendations.
Yep, I'm learning so much. It's great.
And then I can also like learn my lessons all over again, like getting sucked into Superman. God damn it, bro.
Oh, you were so ready. You had your little blanket and your popcorn and you're like, okay, let's go.
And the Gore Verbinski
you're ready
one,
to be a little boy again.
The Gore Verbinski one. That's his name, right? Gore Verbinski. His name is he's got that one coming out, the one about don't die.
Yes. Good luck, don't die, whatever.
Good luck, yeah. Have fun, don't die. And that one's like, I read another review thread today and people are just like, oh my God, he's back. And, he's back. And I was like, oh, but that, like, this doesn't sound, is this a swashbuckler? Like, what is this? Like, it's not Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, what is it? What does he mean he's back? Because
I love it, man.
I'm excited for it. We'll see what happens. But I'm also like suddenly like cautious now. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not going to get sucked in by your lies.
I haven't seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies.
Wow.
But there was one that I keep...
The first one's amazing. Maybe even the first two.
There's like isn't there a scene where there's like a slow motion cannon fight?
Honestly,
where like the deck is exploding and stuff and it's all slow motion and the characters moving through it in slow motion.
I don't remember.
Wasn't that one from the Pirates movies?
I don't remember.
Anyway, I love action movies like that.
The
I just
thing
can't stand
remember
the fucking love stories and shit that they always like shoehorn into them.
The thing I remember the most about Pirates of the Caribbean is how I felt about it after I saw it. And I felt like it was masterful.
Oh, yeah.
Like I thought it was a masterpiece of...
So would you watch it again
100%.
for my benefit?
I would watch the first two again. 100%. I will not watch any more than the first two, though.
Oh, okay.
I saw one that was... I don't even know what it was. I started watching it. I didn't... It was a DNF. I'll talk about this DNF because it's a big fucking, massive...
Forever ago.
Yeah. It was also not recommended by anyone on this channel. And I don't even remember which one I didn't finish, but I just chose in that moment to not watch any
Which one?
of them.
Spit it out.
It was a Pirates of the Caribbean, but or is it Caribbean? How do you say that?
Which one is it, Dale?
I don't know. The one I hated?
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know what it was
five,
called?
Isn't there?
You don't know?
I know. I don't think it probably 3.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
it's probably 3 because I think I watched.
We'll go through all of them.
I know I saw the first one. I know I saw the second one. I think they were both great. I know the first one was amazing.
We have to watch all of the Conjuring movies, and then we also have to watch all of the Pirates movies. And we'll just work our way through. I think that if the Gore Verbinski ones really worked, then maybe you only stick with that director. And when they went to they changed to a different director or something, maybe you don't watch
Chris
those.
Columbus, I think. I think he got one of them. I've never really been a big Chris Columbus guy myself.
I keep thinking you're talking about Christopher Columbus.
No, I'm talking about the director.
And I'm like, yes, Christopher Columbus was on a boat. I don't know if it was a pirate ship. But I guess it was, if you think about the story that way. The story of Christopher Columbus, where he's basically just a pirate, just like showed up and stole everything.
Yeah, plundering plundering the riches of the indigenous. I'm going to take that leather. That's my buffalo.
Alex said Scott Bloom's Superman would go hard.
That's funny. I think he'd be better as Cyclops.
With just one eye.
He's got, those. He's got the laser beam eyes already.
Doesn't Cyclops? You're talking about the superhero character. Doesn't he have no eyes? It's just like a shield.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a shield
cover them
thing.
Up.
So you'd cover them?
Yeah, cover
his
them
greatest
up.
asset. Oh, whatever.
Wait, the Cyclops does he never take the visor off?
I don't know about these things. I don't know about superhero movies. I don't know about superhero characters or comics or whatever.
I would rather see like Scott doing like cool character pieces than like, But hey, man, dress him however you like him. He's your guy. Do I have anything else for you guys? Let me see. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. Oh, yeah, I do. I have the Highlander. I have the Highlander remake. You guys know I'm excited about the Highlander remake. I brought it up before. If you don't know that, I'm just going to repeat it right now. I'm very excited about the Highlander remake. And that is with a former Superman himself, Henry Cavill, who I've never seen. I didn't get to see his Superman either. Was that Bryan Singer? Did he work with Bryan Singer?
I don't know, man. There's been
Jeremy
so many.
Irons is cast to play opposite Henry Cavill, and that excites me to no end.
That's
amazing.
amazing.
I love me some Jeremy Irons.
He's gonna roll out of his he lives in like this old Scottish castle.
Does he?
Yes,
of course
just
he
him
does.
and his dog, and he goes like horse riding in the day, and he just lives the most Jeremy Irons life imaginable.
You would expect.
He's basically just the character he's always played.
Goes to work, comes back to this fucking.
It's like a literal
tale.
castle. Yes. Henry Cavill Superman movie. Man of Steel. Man of Steel was a movie directed by Zack Snyder.
Snides.
The Snides. We could watch that too.
No. I'll watch the Bryan Singer one. I believe Cosmic Urgency because Bryan Singer did it with his X-Men was the best X-Men. It was probably the best one. It's one of the best superhero movies I ever saw, and I'm definitely not somebody you can really rely on for that.
The Zack Snyder one has a great cast. Maybe we'll check this out. It's Henry Cavill, Diane Lane, Kevin Costner, Russell Crowe, Michael Shannon. Lawrence Fishburne's in it.
So you know it's good.
Anyway, might be worth something.
Might be. I'm excited about...
Jeremy Wright said Richard Donner's version is the only one.
It's the only one. It's like...
Dale was saying that earlier.
Listen to me. The very first Superman is one of the most special movies ever made. There's a feeling that it brings. It's the first time. I think it is the comic book on the screen. I don't think these other movies are the comic book on the screen.
I think that's the problem, yeah.
I think that the essence of the comic book movie has been destroyed by Hollywood flexibility and like indispensable or not indispensable. Sorry. That's what I'm looking for. Forever budgets, whatever, the largest budgets ever. I mean, $200 million. That's what they had to make that Superman movie. They spent $200 million.
God, it looks like such shit.
$200 million, bro.
God.
Do you know what that could build?
I know. I'm so upset by that.
$200 million.
That movie is such fucking garbage.
Fucking dollars. And what did they make? Let's see what they made Superman for. Dick Donner Superman budget. Listen to my guy. Listen to my keys, guys.
Oh, it's gonna be like
Superman.
It's gonna be like
Superman budget.
2 pennies rubbed together. What's the budget for the first Superman?
Oh, $225 million for the new one that he's doing right now. Gone. Are you gotta be kidding me? The first expensive film made up to that point was Superman premiered, let me see, 1978. Based in DC. Fuck, come on, where's the budget, bro?
Did they even announce budgets for those movies back then?
I don't know. But
was that a thing?
I don't know. Hang on, let me click.
Because it was all like on paper ledgers and shit, right?
It was enormous. That budget was enormous. The 78 budget was enormous. So,
Hanada said, I watched The Tudors.
Oh my God. The budget for Dick Donner's Superman adjusted for inflation, would be $272,509,815.
So it's the same budget?
And 95 cents.
It's the same budget?
His budget was $55 million in 1978.
Are you saying it's the same budget?
It's higher.
It's higher.
Substantially. He had $200 million, did Gunn, and Dick Donner had the equivalent of $272 million worth of resources.
That's a big deal.
Well, that's why it's not as good. That shows you. That's why it's not as good. They need to spend more money. You got to up the budget, people.
What was I saying? Oh, Hinata was saying, oh, the chat is so active right now. I looked away for a minute and it's like I had to scroll back up. Okay. Did she delete it?
Cosmic Urgency said, did not like Snyder's Superman. Loved looking at Henry, but that's it. Did I tell you that Angela and I were rolling in jiu-jitsu and Henry Cavill walked into our...
to the dojo?
To the dojo.
Whatever it's called.
And you were like, that guy's the new Superman. And I was like, I don't really care. And he was beautiful. I was like, oh,
you're like in Spider Guard. You're like, I don't care.
I was like, whatever. He got private lessons with our dude.
I was like, real quick, hide me. And then you rolled me up like a taquito.
Oh, you know what I am going to do? I am going to do this right now.
What?
I'm going to show you guys this new poster for Frankenstein.
Okay, Alex has dream casting he wants to share with you.
Tell me all about it.
Alex said Scott Bloom Superman.
Okay. I kind of see it.
Leonardo DiCaprio Batman.
That's ridiculous.
He's so doughy.
He couldn't be more wrong.
He's made of dough. Very expensive French dough.
If anything, he could play Iron Man.
Dale Wheatley is the Green Arrow. Tobey Maguire's the Flash. Kevin Connolly, Green Lantern. Artie Robb, Blue Beetle.
See, I think Kevin Connolly should be like Aquaman.
Oh my God.
Like a weak ass Aquaman. Who? Artie Robb who?
Artie Robb, Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle. I don't even know who that is.
I'm gonna look these up. We're gonna assemble a team, Dale.
We are?
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, did you guys see this poster? Let me boot this up. This is the new Frankenstein poster that just got released today, I think. Check that thing out. Does that not look fucking awesome? Can you see it, Angela?
No.
Well, it's awesome.
It's the new Superman?
It's the new Superman. No, it's the new Frankenstein poster.
Oh, why are you calling it Superman?
Did I say that?
Yes.
Well, it's not that. It's
the new Frankenstein poster.
Yeah,
there's also the Bride of Frankenstein movie was announced. I saw a trailer. It's Maggie Gyllenhaal is directing.
I couldn't be more excited.
Christian Bale is playing Frankenstein in that one.
Really?
In The Bride. Yep.
Christian Bale.
Oh, that's cool looking.
Isn't that cool looking?
Yep.
I think that, I just love it. I cannot wait for this movie.
Okay, take it down. I got to share this story with you.
I already did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeremy Wright said, I saw Superman 2 at the drive-in, right? That was like a long time ago, right?
Superman 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeremy Wright said, I saw Superman 2 at the drive-in. I ate way too much popcorn, drank 2 bottles of Orange Crush. Oh. Then a huge thunderstorm blew in, stopped the movie. I threw up popcorn in my Aunt Sharon's back seat.
Nice. I was going to say, did you projectile that or what? Too much popcorn and Orange Crush?
That is such an adorable story.
That sounds like esophagus damage.
You know, Aunt Sharon was like, these fucking kids.
These fucking kids, man.
Oh, my God. She's just trying to do something nice for her sibling. It's really funny. Guess
we're winding down. Winding down the day. Anything else? Did Gunn's trying to do more screen tricks making that movie? Bobo says.
What?
I think Bobo's saying that he tried to do more screen tricks than making the movie. I think that's what he's saying. Artie Robb as Robin is perfect, actually.
Yes, he's a little guy.
He's got a little scoliosis. Yeah. Robin's got a little scoliosis. I think that's fucking dope.
I also think that he's as a sidekick, he's totally like Robin is always kind of mouthy, you know, where he's like, "Oh, you're gonna get us in a mess. Okay, I'll come along."
Yeah, but Artie would give him like that annoying guy.
He'd be like, "You're so stupid."
He'd be like, "No, dude, you're stupid, dude." Oh, and he'd
so
smell
great.
his fucking.
That's actually super smart.
He's actually perfect casting. Dale is Brainiac. Whoa. I don't know who that is, but I like the title. Does it mean I get this? My brain gets to just snap in half.
Toby can be Robin. No, he can't. Lee, you're wrong.
He could play Robin though.
No, he can't.
He could.
Nope.
You don't think so?
No.
He's Peter Parker.
No, because Robin is likable.
So is Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's why he shouldn't have played him either.
God damn it. But everyone's like, this conversation broke out on this Superman debacle with these streams or whatever. And I was reading comments, and today somebody was talking about how Sam Raimi's Spider-Mans are like quintessential, like heart and soul superhero movies that have like,
a story,
essence, tension,
right,
resolution, and then also like, honoring the medium of comics in
Dude, it
cinema.
used to really fucking matter because all of your fans, all of the comic book fucking nerds that have been following and loving and adoring that property since they were fucking children, okay? Sorry, I phrased that wrong. Since they were little children. They, I should just make sure I never, okay? We understand what I'm saying.
True. We're probably going to get flagged.
Oh my God, I know.
The FBI,
Jesus Christ.
open up.
Okay, but listen. So these filmmakers were like scared of that fan base.
Yeah.
They're like, we have to stay true. We have to do a good job or else those nerds are going to be super mad at us and we're going to be punished forever for it. But now they don't care. Now they don't fucking give a shit. Now it's just like fucking slop. I don't understand what he was trying to do with that movie. I don't know why he couldn't have just like leaned into the comedy. Like he should have just made the whole thing a comedy because that's how James Gunn does really good writing. But everything else
Jeremy
was just...
Wright's nailing it. Donner Superman was real. And when you see it, that's the difference. The difference between the two Supermans is that at no point did I feel like Earthlings were involved in Gunn's Superman at all.
Also, the main conflict in James Gunn's Superman was like the high stakes situation was that I can't believe that this is all he ever did. The problem was that you might have a bad reputation on social media. That was it. That was the whole thing. The only conflict anybody fucking cares about in that movie that they're ever like super upset about is that they don't want to get canceled. They don't want to have a bad opinion of some influencers are talking shit on social media and then other people are forming their opinion about it.
Because of something his dad said. And
like,
by the way,
God,
I hated that. Like, I don't even know
fuck?
that's how the comic books went, but that Jor-El, I think his name is Jor-El, Superman's dad.
Okay.
That he's like a bad guy. Fuck, what? God damn it, bro.
He's a bad guy?
Because it's the whole premise of the fucking Superman is that that's how he gets the bad reputation is because they were, because Superman was watching the
I'm
message from
sorry.
his
I thought
parents.
you meant Superman's dad on Earth. So
no.
Superman's dad like his galactic dad.
His real daddy.
Yeah. So you're saying that he was a bad person? Is what James Gunn Superman has said?
Don't even get me started about the Bradley Cooper part. Don't even get me started.
Oh, I know. Somebody on the reviews was like 2 stars, and they started it with saying Bradley Cooper jump scare because all of a sudden you see him, you're like, ah.
And he's like,
what the fuck is Bradley Cooper doing here?
Yeah,
just fucking speaking gibberish. I bet the whole time he was like, oh, you want me to do another take of that fucking gibberish? Okay. How much am I getting paid?
Yeah, I didn't like him playing the role of the father either at all.
Bradley Cooper jump scare.
I was like, wait, Bradley Cooper is playing look at them. Like, that was the other thing is like nothing like Bradley Cooper looked nothing like Superman.
Okay.
Like there was no genetic transfer whatsoever.
Well, maybe that's not how
from
aliens,
mother or father.
Maybe that's not how aliens work, babe.
Oh, it was like they each like eat a fucking different color thingamabobber and then
probably.
Or they just grow it in a petri dish. One
maybe.
for you, one for me.
I don't know. I don't know what...
order it out of a catalog.
I don't know what the mythology of the creation of Superman is. I don't know what the comic books say.
Good luck, have fun, don't die, it's called.
Yeah.
All right. And this person says...
Dale, you are all over the place. I am just like barely hanging on. I feel like I'm one of those... Like,
we're going to leave.
Like, have you ever been like in the back seat? I mean, in the truck bed of somebody's truck and they take like a wide turn and you're like hanging on like this. It's like you the whole time.
Yeah, this is what I was thinking last night. Christopher Reeve looked like Superman and Clark Kent. And I just didn't get that from the Superman at all. I just didn't get the same vibe. I didn't get the Clark Kent vibe. There was only one moment where I felt like they were in the they were in like the apartment or something, and there was like a little moment where I felt like the Lois Lane awkwardness. And I think that's part of what was missing, and that comes from the dynamic in the original Dick Donner one, which you will see, the tension between Lois and Superman and Lois and Clark is, palpable and it's unresolved. They want it. They're like, oh God, can you feel it?
Yeah.
It's like that, whereas these guys are actually engaged.
No, that's another thing about James Gunn's movie that I fucking hated so much. So they open with them dating, and in the end, he gets the girl, but he had the girl the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I just don't, what did we accomplish?
Return of the Girl. You're right, I'm all over the place. I think I'm getting tired. It's probably time to go. You guys are so fun.
Yeah,
thank you for, I love it because like even on these like nights where it's like, it's been slow for like almost probably a good week in terms of like stories to bite off. And I'm having as much fun as I ever did. So thank you guys for that.
One last question. Kindly DiCaprio wants to know, what's your favorite superhero?
My favorite superhero. What would be my favorite superhero? Let me answer that question. I take a little moment, if I might, just to go over them quickly in my head, because I do have one. Oh, man, it's... God, you're just fucking trying to screw them up. You're screwing up my night.
Me?
No. Kindly DiCaprio is kind of fucking up my night right now.
Why?
Because it's Spider-Man.
Oh, your favorite superhero is
Growing
Spider-Man.
up with Spider-Man.
And you don't want that to be true because Tobey Maguire ruined it for you.
He did. I mean, that was part of my taking the knee.
Yeah.
The breakdown of it was like...
Yeah.
He took, like, Leo took my career, Leo took all this thing, and then, like, in this weird, strange way, Toby took Spider-Man away. Because I've never seen those movies, and all I ever wanted to do was see a Spider-Man movie.
This question is for me, too.
Yeah.
I think I didn't have a favorite superhero, but I really appreciated the villains in Batman. Like, the Batman villains were always super fun.
Anyone in particular?
Like... I was like...
He did have the best villains.
I was like, the Penguin? Like, what the fuck is that?
Super great.
Riddler? Like, yes, but why? Like, I don't understand. It's just so strange. Super unique thing to do, to have villains be like absolute cartoons. Kind of like the Dick Tracy villains, like just absolute, just bonkers.
I just like them because they were like a theme park.
It's like there's like when you have like a bunch of toys, and then like you pull the leg off of one and stick it on another, and like put the head on the other wrong one. It's like shit. That's how they created those villains. I always just really appreciated that.
And they were like a theme park, like sections in a theme park. Like when you're doing like it's a small world after all, and you have these little sections. Like it's like Penguin was this whole thing.
Oh yeah, it was like a whole
and the Riddler
genre
was this color scheme,
badness.
And,
yeah, like he was in the sewers and everything was gray and cold, and then there was like the Riddler and everything was like green and purple and like super like weird.
Yeah, I loved it.
Movements.
I loved all that. Penguin is mine.
Your favorite villain?
My favorite villain.
Yeah. I don't have a favorite superhero because I just feel like they're all kind of like their virtuousness is kind of annoying to me. Like in this Superman movie, there was a bunch of times where Superman's dialogue, where he was just like barking out more moral platitudes. But that was just his dialogue, was he was just being like, no, you don't understand. Like, I have to do this because it's the right thing. And you should want to do that, too, because it's right. And I'm like, oh, my God, it's so fucking boring.
Did you know that Lisa Tim's son is the voice of Spider-Man?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what kind of.
Oh, yeah. We mentioned that. She mentioned that last time. That's so fucking cool. I didn't know that.
I wonder if I'll ever watch Spider-Man.
You look hurt just thinking about it. Maybe you shouldn't.
I've wanted to see it from its announcement.
I don't think that you will enjoy the Sam Raimi Spider-Mans because they're fucking weird, and Toby sucks in them.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll never know. Maybe I'll know. Maybe I'll know someday. I don't know. I hope so. Like I want to just be free. Maybe I will be free one day.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you have to watch a fucking Tobey Maguire movie. He sucks.
But I want to. I'm saying I want to. It's not about Tobey Maguire. Like I said about Tobey Maguire and his success. People went and saw Spider-Man. They didn't go see Tobey Maguire. People go see Leo. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They don't go see fucking Toby.
Right.
Doesn't happen. And it never happened. Nobody's ever gone to the latest. I mean, obviously there's a small number of people who do. We have a big fan of Toby's with us tonight. So they're there, but they're just in small numbers. They're not the kind of numbers that would drive a career.
I think I would really enjoy watching the other Spider-Mans with the other Spider-Man actors, because I think they're better actors. You know, Garfield and shit. What's the other guy's name? The guy who's like, he dances.
Tom Holland.
Yes, he dances, he sings, he acts.
He's all that.
He does everything.
He's the new Chris Walken.
I mean, that's exactly how you should cast Spider-Man, right? Like the guy's supposed to be like super athletic spider guy. So get somebody who's like knows how to fucking dance. You know what I mean? Like get somebody who knows how to move their body, like, you know, in a way that's superhuman, maybe. Fucking Tobey Maguire with his fucking short, stubby legs.
I don't even
So
want to see
stupid.
I don't even want to see the like Tom Holland ones.
Why?
Because Toby is just this association to it now. It's all fucked up. My brain's broken. I'm broken. I am. I'm a slightly broken guy.
Yeah, I mean that's what happens when people fucking betray you and ruin your life.
Yeah.
You just get traumatized by it.
Yeah. Like I'm cool with it.
I don't
Like,
think that's broken.
I'm not cool with it, but like I recognize it. I understand it, and I live with it.
I think it's just worthwhile to reframe that. You're not broken. Like that's a fucking normal reaction to having to endure what happened to you.
I consider them who broke me, and you know, so the offense, you know, of it. So I do feel like I'm broken, and maybe even beyond repair in some ways, but at least as it relates to, I mean, I'm PTSD all over that shit. I'm PTSD with friends. You know, we need to get into it. It's too late for. I'm stumbling over my lips. David Letterman doesn't even do this. Okay, Jimmy Kimmel, he's got it easy, bro. He does an hour.
He does an hour and he's
with
done.
Commercials. He's got producers and writers and
It's
researchers.
true. He can
and
take a
shit.
break on the commercials.
Guy's fucking. He goes from the toilet to the stage.
Jeremy's favorite villain is Jeremy Wright's favorite villain is Skeletor. That's a good pick.
He is a good pick, yeah. I like Skeletor.
Okay, you guys are super fun tonight. I had a really nice time.
So did I. You guys are so kind to me as always, and so I always appreciate it. Thank you for indulging me in my emotional outburst over the. I feel like Bill Burr. He. I don't know if he's like. It's not like. I don't hate Bill Burr. I don't think like this is beyond repair for him or anything. It's not like, you know, I'm not gonna watch him or like love him the way I always have. It's just he's a notch down. He dropped a notch. You know. Don't get arrested. Be safe. You guys are the best. We'll see you tomorrow, 7 to 9, maybe even a little later like usual. Good night, good night.
Good night. A little later.
Yeah.
Like usual?
Yeah. Like we usually are late.